On the prompt or
Yeah, yeah. The prompts, women need to learn to be like, need to learn how to be likable to men, and anything else you was thinking.
yeah, I think from what you just said about men, I guess sleeping around, or I
Mm,
think in general, men need to be a lot more intentional with their time and energy. I
mm,
think me as a woman, and I can speak probably for a lot of women out there, once they see
mm,
intentionality from a man, they're
mm,
serious, they're on their game, they prioritize what's important. I
mm,
think that's a lot more attractive than trying to sleep with
mm,
a whole bunch of women that look attractive to them. But for the prompt, women need to learn how to be more likable to men. I
mm,
think not only to men, but to be likable, period.
mm,
I think you need to be an interesting person, have hobbies. What do you like? Your life is not just based on your career or just making money. Like, who are you as as a person? What is your character? Um, do a lot of people around her have negative things to say about her?
mm,
Is she argumentative? Like, it's not just a female thing. And I think, there's certain characteristics men look for in women,
mm,
but both parties have to be at 100%. They need to be whole. They need to fix whatever emotional, issues that they've had from the past. That needs to be long gone. They need to be focused, prioritize what they need to prioritize. Um, and also, women also need to be intentional as well, just like men. Um, so yeah, I think once you focus too much on how do I attract the guy, how do I attract this,
mm.
you just need to be a healthy person, period. And whatever you exude, good things will automatically be attracted to you.
Mm.
So
And what? Because I heard you say intentional. So what's? Because a lot of people say, you know, you should be intentional. What's it? What do you mean by intentional specifically?
it depends on what you want.
Mm,
Like, your actions have to be aligned with your words.
mm,
Like, I can't say, "Oh, I want to be, financially stable," and then I'm just like throwing money around with no sort of direction of or knowledge of where my money's going.
mm,
That's just one example, but it depends on what your goal is, you know. Um if you're not focused on having a relationship, then stop giving your all of your attention to the opposite sex or whoever you're attracted to.
mm.
You know, make it make sense. Be
So let
focused.
so let's say a guy is he's like my intention is to smash as many women as possible, right?
He's weak. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So
Sorry.
that's what I want to get to. So that's what I'm
Yes.
saying. What makes that guy weak? If that's because you said intentional, that might be his intention. Why does that make him
Oh,
weak?
okay, not with me. But I can. What it says to me is it's easy. It's easy to want to smash. It's
Mm,
too easy.
mm,
People respect people who can do the hard things that
mm,
require discipline, that requires some sort of restraint in some way, shape, or form. So
mm,
if you're doing something that's easy, I mean, you look decent, I guess, you have enough
mm,
money to throw around, then sure, you'll get what you want, but it's not going to be impressive to me,
mm.
honestly,
So you
especially at
think
a
so?
grown age.
So you think it's easy for guys just to have sex, like smash a lot of women?
If they do certain things that women are drawn to, yeah,
Mm, mm.
I think so.
Because the thing is, it's interesting because like I think everyone should be intentional, but I think the intent should be based on the particular person and what they want specifically. So I
Hmm.
because I'm interesting about because you said that it's so you're saying it's weak for the guy to just want to smash.
Yes.
Um, but what if he's let's say for example he's like the reason why I want to smash is because I don't find a lot of women likable. Like what would you
No, that's a
what would
poor
you
excuse. There's a lot of
really?
women that's likable, but you're giving your energy to a lot of these, I guess, low vibration woman or whatever it is, easy woman,
Mm,
that you're blocking your view from all these highly, you know, what's the word? Highly valuable woman that's out there that you would actually want, but you're wasting your time with what? Just to get a nut off? What?
yeah, so because this is the thing. So the thing is, you have a lot of guys out there, right, who will talk to a lot of different women, interact with them, and make things happen with these women, right? And a lot of the women won't like these guys, so they'll do stuff like, put them in the friend zone and things like that, or say we could just be friends and so forth and so on, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the question is that if these guys can easily get sex, or let's say guys are getting sex or they're hooking up, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then there's this constant thing, and this is what I hear women say. There's this constant thing where guys are just focused on sex, but they don't want anything, or they usually don't want anything non-sexual. So the question is, why do so many guys not want non-sexual time and energy with a lot of women that they want to have sex with or have had sex with? You see what I'm saying? So are all these guys weak? Is that what you're saying?
That are you saying like why are these like
Yeah,
if
like
they're being friend zoned all the time?
yeah, or why are guys hooking up with women and not wanting to like basically why do guys hook up with women and not want to stay? You understand what I'm saying? They don't want to continue. They just kind of get the box and then they bounce. Like why
Because
do why
that's
do,
But they
probably
feel like
all
this. Huh?
that's probably all they see in her. Maybe she's not the one. But also
mm,
if I had a son, this is what I would say to him.
mm,
Stop putting your energy trying to find the woman.
mm,
Be the man who you have to be, and that woman that you dream of is going to be running towards you. Stop trying to, because it's going to make you look desperate. You're going to be friend zone all the time. We can smell it from a mile away.
mm,
Like, and I think a lot of men try to base their confidence on trying to get their body count to the highest number,
mm,
but that's only one part of the puzzle. Because if you really want to look at the guys who are really getting it,
mm.
they're working. They don't
See
have
the
time
guys
to be
that the guys that
entertaining a
are
whole bunch of women
the
like
guys that are
that.
getting what? What are they getting?
Getting like the money, the woman, everything,
Mm,
whatever they want, whatever their purpose is in life,
mm,
they're not looking at, they're not, the number one focus on their mind from what I see
mm.
is, let me get all these women off my list, check marks, and get a nut off just because. Like they're busy working. Their focus is on something else, something more important.
So you don't think these guys is out here smashing? Those type of guys ain't out here just smashing? You don't think that's happening?
Oh yeah. But look at what he has versus this other guy who's friend zoned all the time.
Right. So and
The
so
priorities are probably different.
right. So this is the thing because I really also want to help women too because so what do you think women can do to be able to get the guys that they have sex with that they like to want to be consistent with them?
Stop opening your legs.
Yeah.
That's one
Wait,
thing.
wait,
It's too
stop
easy.
opening the legs? Is that what you're
Yes,
saying?
I
So
think
what, so
so.
how
I
so
agree
how
with
does
that.
so how does stop opening the legs make you more likable?
Because you become more of something that's harder to get. You have to work for, I
Yeah, but
think.
that's what I'm saying. How does that make you likable if it's harder to do?
Because it shows that you have some sort of priority and value in yourself. That's what
Right,
it shows.
but this is what I'm saying from the guy's perspective. If I'm talking to two women
Hmm.
and one opens her legs and one doesn't, I'm gonna like the one who's opening her legs so more than the one who's not. So that's what I'm saying. Like, but what I'm saying is, what can a woman do to keep a guy interested past sex? Because not opening your legs, how is that going to keep me interested in you if we haven't had sex or anything? Like, meaning, like, how am I going to like you more, or how does that make you more likable? Do you understand the question I'm
So
asking?
it says to me that one of your qualifying factors for a woman is to have sex
Yeah, because
off the rip. Like that's
yeah,
like, if you
because
don't give this to me now, then
mhm.
all bets are off. I see
Yeah,
you.
because
Like,
yeah, because part of what makes me like you is the sex. You see what I'm saying? So
I think
in
it's
order for me,
backwards.
really, so
Hmm.
how does a guy like you more not having sex with you?
Because what you're probably looking for, not just getting a note off, is
Mm,
the intimacy. There's other ways to show intimacy. Women show it a lot more different than men. What men show it in protection,
mm,
women are nurturing. They might cook a meal for you. They might think of things that you might need. Like once a woman likes you, she'll
mm,
do a lot of things for you. That's part of what we offer for men. But and the exclusivity too. and loyalty. Like there's so many ways to show levels of intimacy, but if it's just sex, anybody can give you that.
Right, but this is the thing that I think most women don't understand, which is why most women to a lot of guys are not likable. Is because everything you said sounds great, but the thing is that's from your perspective as a woman that makes you think you're likable to him. You understand what I'm saying? So meaning like you're saying, okay, this woman, she can provide other things that are intimate. She can spend time with you, cook you for you, and all that. But if I can choose between two women and they're both doing all those things, but one is having sex with me and one is not, I'm gonna definitely like the woman who's having sex.
And how many men has that woman that you had sex with? How many other men has she had sex with?
I don't know. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter?
It doesn't matter.
That is news to me. Oh my
No, because
God.
okay, check this out. Let's say I meet a woman, she's having sex with 5 guys, but she's not having sex with me. Do you think I would like her if I knew she was having sex with all these other guys except for me? Why would I like her? That would make me like her less.
Right, like, because she's having sex with 5 guys. That's
yeah, but I'm left out. Why am I not having sex?
Why would you want her? Period? Because she's having sex with 5 guys.
Yeah, but I want to be the 6th.
Oh no! Oh my God!
That's what I'm saying.
You need to value yourself a little bit more. I think so.
But that's the point. If I value myself, why would I be the only guy she's not having sex with? Why would I stick around for that?
Probably she doesn't like you.
That's exactly. So if she doesn't like me, she's not having sex.
Why do you want to be next in line?
How does that make her likable to me? That's the whole question. I'm saying, what can a woman do to make herself likable?
Nah, I don't think that. Personally, I don't think the solution is just to have more sex. I think we have too much sex. Period.
Hold on, Zach. What was you saying?
Sorry. I just wanted to interrupt. I think what Nat was trying to say is because you mentioned about like how someone can commit and whatnot, and how we can stop like men from doing that. And she said girls just have to stop, literally close their legs. What she means by that is someone that's genuinely interested in a woman. He's gonna be willing to commit to her if he has to wait.
Wait, hold on.
Let me finish.
Okay, go on.
Say, for example, she's a woman that's waiting for. Say she's a woman that's religious and she's waiting for marriage before she has sex. If you like her enough, you're gonna commit to her.
No, we're not.
But
okay, I'm gonna break it down for you, Zach.
If you like someone enough, you're gonna commit to them. I think everyone on earth, even yourself,
Zach,
you've not liked anyone
How would
enough.
you even know if you're sexually compatible then? Then you end up in a relationship. You've invested all this time and energy only to find out when you finally have sex that it doesn't feel right with this person.
But there's divorce is always an option as well. I do agree.
Well, if you're getting married and you're saving yourself for marriage, divorce is probably not an option.
No, divorce is definitely an option because if it wasn't, then it wouldn't be allowed.
So Zach, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Hold on, real quick, because I want you to follow me here so I can show you where you're going wrong. Okay, check this out. Now, if you have 2 guys, you have guy A and guy B. You have 2 guys, guy A and guy B. Right now,
Yeah.
let's say guy A, right, has a bunch of women who want to have sex with him. Like he has like 10 women right now who's ready to do him. Then guy B has 0. Which one of those guys do you think are more attractive to women? Guy A or guy B?
A.
Right. Now check this out. Now, if guy A and guy B are interacting with women, who do you think is more willing to wait for sex? Guy A or guy B?
Probably guy B.
Exactly. That's my point.
In general, yes.
So exactly. So now the guy who usually waits for sex is the guy who's the least attractive. The guy who's the most attractive is not going to wait for sex because he has a lot of sexual options. So the guy who's the most attractive is the one that the women actually want. So my question to women is, how do you get guy A to like you? That's the whole thing. Like, she doesn't really care about guy B. Guy B is the consolation prize. Guy B is when guy A doesn't want her. She's like, I'll settle for guy B. So that's the guy that's going to wait. You understand what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is, how do you be more likable to guy A? How do you get that guy to say, you know what, I have all these options, but I want to actually speak with you, talk with you, date you, and all this other stuff. And in order for that to happen, sex is not enough. So that means you have to be likable outside of sex. And the question still remains, what can a woman do to get these sexually attractive guys that they want to like them outside of sex? That's the whole question. I'm trying to.
I think the question's a little flawed because with the relationship, right? It's probably like the longest relationship you'll have, like compared to your parents. They'll die. Maybe your siblings as well. You're spending your whole life with this person, right? I feel like you shouldn't want to learn how to be likable. You should be authentic in yourself. And then the right person will like you for who you are. Not saying that in a way where you don't grow and you don't ask each other, what can I do to improve once you are, once you find your person. Because marriage is not just like it's one and done. You're always growing, you're always learning about each other. But I think you shouldn't try to be so likable where you lose yourself, where it feels like an act, if that makes sense.
No, I agree with you with that.
Women need to learn how to be likable to men. I think it's more so, I don't know. I feel like with that question, it's a bit, I don't know.
Okay, so hold on. Let me get. I think it's like soft.
Because like let's say for example, there's an answer for it.
Now go ahead, Nate. Go ahead, Zach. We're gonna get a softly next.
Sorry, I didn't mean to waffle on. I'm not really good with debates and whatnot, but basically my point was, let's say there was an answer of how to be likable. Let's say someone gave you the perfect answer, right? And you're gonna do whatever that answer is for you to be likable to men. But that could not be you. That could just be like you're just doing that so you're likable. Whereas there might be someone else where you might have to wait a bit longer, and you're just yourself, and you're likable to that person. You'd rather be that. I wouldn't.
No,
change
I
yourself
agree. I agree.
To be likable to anyone.
Yeah, I agree. You should be
I would
authentic.
definitely be open to. You'd be open to like growing, asking your partner, what can I do to improve this? Is that?
No, I agree with you. I agree that you should definitely be authentic and be yourself. The problem though is, and this is the issue, is that I think what happens is that for a lot of women, the reason why they're not likable to the attractive guys that they actually want is because what happens is that women will interact with lots of guys who are like guy B, who's not really, that's not their top choice. So those guys will put them on a pedestal, buy them flowers, court them, be a gentleman. The other guys that they want won't. And so what happens is that a woman never develops the skill to know how to attract the guys that she wants. I think that's the problem. But let me get Softly on here real quick, and then we'll hop around. Go. So Softly, what's going on with you?
Hello, how is everybody doing?
We good. How old are you, first of all? Because we got to make sure you're of age.
What's the age?
No, how old are you? Got to tell me.
I'm 39.
Okay, good. You good? Go ahead.
I pass.
Yes, definitely. Go ahead.
So the question about women need to learn how to be likable. For me personally, I just think that people should be themselves, and whoever is aligned that's supposed to be with you is going to be with you. I don't necessarily believe in leading with lust. If we can't sleep together, we can't be together. That's kind of a weird rule to me, because I believe an emotional connection over just a physical connection and an intellectual connection. So that's a little bit hard for me to wrap my brain around.
You saying it's hard for you to wrap your brain around a physical connection without the emotional connection?
Yes.
As far as like a woman doing that, or a man doing it, or just people in general?
Well, just like for me personally, I don't know you. We're getting to know each other. I have to have some kind of emotional connection before I'm just going to sleep with you.
And how long does that take on average, in your opinion?
It depends on the person, to be honest. I think that depends on the person and how we communicate with each other and how we interact with one another.
Okay. So we can make an emotional connection in like 2 hours of meeting?
No, not really. What do you know about me emotionally in 2 hours?
Okay. So a day, 24 hours.
No, time has to be invested. Time has to be invested.
Okay. So how much time? That's what I'm trying to say. Like, give me a rough A rough estimate.
4 to 6 weeks.
4 to 6 weeks?
4 to 6 weeks.
God damn. That's crazy.
Do you know how many men love bomb and will tell you all types of stuff that you want to hear just to get in your pants?
Oh no, I agree, and I absolutely agree. That's why I came up with the title. They do that because they have to find a way to get to the sex. Because what happens is that women are not taught to be attractive non-sexually. So I understand what you're saying with the emotional connection, but that's what I'm asking is what can a woman do? Let's say, okay, 2 to 3 weeks. Let's say you're talking to a guy for 2 to 3 weeks. What can you do to get to, for him to like you? Like, okay, he's like, I actually like this woman. You understand?
If we talking 2 to 4 weeks, like you don't like me, you don't like me.
That's what I'm saying.
Why are we spending this time on the phone?
So we can smash. That's what I'm saying. That's how guys are. So that's.
But I think there are tell signs in 2 to 4 weeks that you'll see
like
that
what?
Sometimes a lot of women ignore.
Like what?
Communication, callback inconsistencies, things like that.
Okay, so what? So this is what I'm saying. So if he's consistent, he does all the things, everything's cool. You guys finally have sex, and then he never calls you again. You know what I'm saying? Like that happens a lot.
It does.
Right, and so
what is your solution then? What's your solution?
So basically,
how would you teach a woman then, or what needs to be taught to a woman in your opinion?
So the short answer is women have to be better than their vagina. You understand what I'm saying? That's one. That's the short answer. And two, what happens is depending upon the guys that you're talking to or interacting with, right? You need to know which type of guy you're talking to. So I always tell women that there's 2 types of guys. Because a lot of times when guys give advice to women, they give advice to women like there's one type of guy. No, there's actually 2 types of guys. So the first type of guy is the guy that you follow. The second type of guy is the guy who follows you. So first you have to figure out which type of guy you actually are going to be engaging with. Most women want the guy that they have to follow, but they don't know how to be likable enough to get him to want to stay. Most women are going to get the guy that follows them. So for example, if you meet a guy and let's say he meets you, right? Most guys that meet you, they're going to wait the 2 to 3 weeks before sex happens. That means they're going to follow you because that's your protocol, right? The guy who has options, he will never do that. You understand what I'm saying? Because he's going to be like, why would I wait 2 to 3, 4 weeks when I can just go over here and talk to 2 or 3 or 4 other women that's going to do it right now? You see what I'm saying? That's the conundrum that women have to deal with. The problem though is the guy who won't wait is usually the guy who's the most attractive, which is the guy you usually want. So the question becomes, how do I get the guy that I actually want to want me or like me? Do you see what I'm saying? And that's the hard part for women in general. You see what I'm saying? Because what happens is that they mix up or think the guy that would follow them is the same as the guy that they need to follow. And that's not how it works. So the question is, how would you, if you were interested in a guy and he's like, I'm not waiting no 2 to 3 weeks, how would y'all ever even get together? It would never happen.
Correct.
And the problem is that then you're left with the guys in 2nd, 3rd, and 4th place. You see what I'm saying?
I'm left with my peace. I'm left with my peace because that man is a problem. If you don't have enough discipline to chill out for a few weeks, my goodness, you need to move along. You are not the one for me.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. What is the incentive? That's my whole point. Like, so
well, that leads to his intention, right? Are we dealing with a man who actually wants to get married and settle down and have a family, or are we dealing with a man who just wants to be in the streets?
Okay, so let's check this out. Let's say you meet the dude and he wants to get married, but he says, hey, softly. Let's say I went out on a date and then he says, I want you to come by to my place next week so we can have sex. Would you do it?
No.
But what I'm saying is he wants to get married. He's actually marriage minded. He's
that doesn't sound marriage minded to me. That's not aligned with the values that I see as marriage minded.
And that's my point. That's what I'm saying. So what's going to happen is that you're going to be relegated to the guys that follow you. which are out of the two guys the least attractive. That's what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is that for the guys who follow you, you don't actually necessarily have to be likable. You just have to be physically and sexually attractive for those guys. And so the problem is that what most women don't realize is that most guys, whether they're the first guy or the second guy, most guys are physically attracted to women and sexually attracted to women. But what happens is to be attracted to you non-sexually is a whole different thing. So now, based on how you view it and how you come at the guys, you got to understand that if I'm going to deal with a guy who's going to follow me, then I'm going to only have to get with a particular guy, and then that's what it's going to be. If I want to follow this man, there's no way that I can do it my way. I got to do it his way. That's the only way. And so what I'm saying is the guy that is the most attractive, he's going to say to himself, well, I have all these women here. I'm attracted to softly, but I'm only going to deal with women on my terms. And that's what it's going to be. So if we're not doing it how I want to do it, I'm going to be out of here. And the question is, how does a woman, if she wants that man, how does she be likable to him to want her? That's the whole question. Because most of y'all don't really want the second and third and fourth place. I want the first place. And in order to get the first place, you see what I'm saying? Like, you got to be likable to that guy. Do you see what I'm saying? That's the whole conundrum of this whole thing. Because remember, most women, I'm sure most women could understand this experience of meeting lots of men, and like you said, love bombing, right? They're the best at the beginning. Everything is awesome. He's like the greatest guy ever. And then you start to see you peel back the layers, you start to see, okay, this guy's full of crap. This guy is inconsistent. We had sex and now he's nowhere to be found. Do you see what I'm saying? And so what I'm saying is that is the thing that happens most of the time. So the question is, how do we turn this around to where you can get the guy that you actually want to really take you seriously? That's what we're trying to figure out. You know what I'm saying?
I think, just to butt in a little bit, I think like I said before, you have to be interesting off the rip. Like, and I think you said that a little bit, but it kind of emphasized sex, you know? So before that, even answering the prompt is, what else outside of sex is going to keep a man? Is that what you're getting at? Because
yeah, but
you
also,
can't just
also,
be
but
like,
also, right, but Nat, the
right.
clear thing is, when I say what outside of sex, that still means you have to be having sex. So that doesn't mean outside of sex and we're not having sex. Sex still needs to be an equation. But what needs to happen is what we're having sex, and what outside of sex is the interesting thing. So you can't not have sex. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand. Like, sex has to happen, period. And I think a lot of women think they could just not have sex and be likable. It's impossible.
I'm not trying to look at it as an emotional view, but I would say, and I agree with you with the fact that the 1% that any woman would want out there, the one that everyone wants, he has a lot of options, but you also have to take into account how much of yourself would you have to give up to keep this man. And there could be a price later on. So yeah, you could say, yeah, whoever, so-and-so, whoever it would be, there's a lifestyle that's involved. He may also be involved with other women while being with you. You have to accept that.
Right.
I mean, that's just the reality. I'm not saying like, woman, you have to accept this. That's a choice you have to make realistically. So
No, I agree with you.
Right. So, and I think for normal people, and when I say normal, like the everyday person who's making, I don't know, 50K to 100K a year or whatever it is, most people are not making, or most men are not making to the point where they can just pour money out to multiple women and have sex whenever and wherever they want. So, and I think realistically for most people, they value what kind of person am I going to go home to every single day? When sex is not available, what else is she going to provide for me? And I think that comes along with who she is as a person. And like, am I making sense? Or
No, I agree with everything you're saying. I think the issue though is that from what you said before, when you were talking about the women closing her legs, all of those things won't occur with legs closed. You see what I'm saying? Like,
well, that's when I say after. Well, I say after marriage because I don't want it to become like a religious thing. I'm saying that's more outside of religion because I think a lot of people's morals and values come from it. But I'm saying as a woman, and I don't want to get too much into that topic of the consequences of opening your legs up for, but there also is a part of the conversation where men are complaining about women sleeping around. There's another part of the conversation. So it sounds a little confusing when I hear you got to give it up.
And I'm glad you brought that up. And again,
Right.
I'm going to bring up kind of like
It's
what
a
we
little
talked about
confusing.
earlier. If you have two guys, one guy has multiple women who are attracted to him and has sex with him, right? Then you have another guy who isn't having sex hardly or ever. Which one of those guys do you think cares about women having a lot of sex?
But you can't address that question without addressing which woman is attractive. Like, is it the woman that's opening her legs to multiple men? Because we hear that side of, oh, she's a HOE.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But that's what I hear from the guys. So it's just like, why would you want her?
That's what I'm saying. The guys who say that are the least attractive guy. Okay, so basically, right, you have two guys. Right, you have two guys. The guy who has, listen, I'm gonna tell you, the guy who has lots of women. So let's say guy A has 10 women who want to have sex with him whenever he calls them. Guy B has 0 women and he hasn't had sex in a year, right? The guy who hasn't had sex in a year, who has 0 women, he's the one that feels some type of way about a woman being an HOE or whatever it is like that, because he is the one that's not getting it. The first guy who's getting it, he knows how women get down. He knows how sexually how much women love sex. He knows that women are out here doing their thing. Why? Because he's the one doing it. He's the one participating and making it happen. The guy who's not participating is the one who feels a certain type of way. So what I'm saying is that I understand your point, but your point is based on the guy who is the least attractive anyway, which is most of the guys out there. Like most 80% of dudes, 85% of dudes are exactly who you're talking about. But what I'm saying is most of y'all don't want those guys. You see what I'm saying? Y'all want the other guys. And so what I'm saying is that because you don't want the 85% of the dudes who are like that, how do you get that small percentage of guys to consider you when he has so many women? You see what I'm saying? Like he's the catch. You see what I mean? So I agree with you where, and this is the thing, some women are gonna have to share that guy. You see what I mean?
I guess include that part in your answer too, because it's like, it sounds really nice for a woman to say like, I want this type of guy. I'm going to do what it takes to get him and keep him. But I just, sometimes I don't hear a lot of women saying like, yeah, you're financially stable, you're secure. There's a little bit more freedom in that. But sometimes I don't hear that other side of it. I'm not saying don't pursue the man of your dreams. Everyone's different, but I don't hear that side from women who have, got that guy who she's been dreaming of and, pursuing. I don't hear her talking about that whole story because there's a lifestyle involved. There's some things that maybe she doesn't want to accept, but she has to in order to keep him. That's the part where I hear it from your side, as a man, but as a woman, it sounds nice to be like, oh, he doesn't care about body count. I'm good. I can sleep. I can do what I want. Like, I'm good. He chose me to sleep with him. I'm good. It sounds nice, but what's the cost? There's always a risk and benefits to everything. So that's what I'm saying.
No, real talk. Well, I definitely see what you're saying. Let me get T-Rock on here because I seen T-Rock was waiting for a minute. T-Rock, what's going on?
Hey, what's going on, brother? How you doing today?
Chilling. How old are you for the so we
I'm 38. I'm 38 years
38,
old.
cool. That's what's up. So what's going on?
So, no, I'm going through this in real time right now, and I liked your prompt about women need to be more likable. Okay, so just real quick, I started casually dating 2 women, right? So this first woman You know what I'm saying? Anytime I tell her like, hey, I'm gonna come by for a while or let's go hang out, she automatically get to the what you think finna happen? What you coming over here for? What's good? And I'm not like an over sexualized man. I really don't care about it. You know what I'm saying? Anything like that or whatever. It was her vibe. Like, so that's why I love your prompt about being more likable. It was just always just so standoffish. So this other young lady that I'm dating, she was like, so gentle and just so feminine, and like she cooked meals and stuff like that. She didn't want to go out and just do all this crazy stuff or whatever. So long story short, okay, like in 1 week, okay, the other young lady we maybe gave each other a hug. Second date, we probably, I probably grabbed the cheeks a little bit, gave her a smooch on the cheek or, neck. We do this. By the third or fourth date, we getting it in. But the thing is, this other young lady who's with this standoffish attitude, she started asking for cash apps. Hey, can you send me some cash for my lunch? Could you pay this? Could you help me do this? And I had to break the news to her and let her know, hey, listen, you lost the competition, sweetheart. Like, and she started calling me all kind of lame, pussy, fuck, nigga, all this stuff like in the book. Like, oh, so you telling me because this other girl slept with you first, and I'm like, no, it had nothing to do with this. And I'm like, this young lady was so in her femininity. She made me feel like if you're coming around just to smash and run, you're gonna lose a good woman. So she didn't have to ask me for anything. Like after a week of dating this other young lady, I had started asking her, hey, I see your nails ain't done, sweetheart. She was like, yeah, I'm kind of behind, I'm keeping up on my bills. I said, I want you to look your best when you're around me. How much your nails and your feet are, how much your lashes are. Oh, you need some lunch money. You need lunch money for the day? You need lunch money for the day? Okay, check your cash app. You get what I'm saying? So
hold on, let me ask you this though, real quick. So the first woman that you said was standoffish and all that, did y'all smash?
no, we never got to it because she was always, what you coming over here for? What you think finna go down?
Right now, so now the question is though, would you have smashed?
Yeah, of course, she's beautiful.
Right, and that see, that's my ladies. I want y'all to hear that. He's like, this first lady, I didn't really like her like that, but I would still smash. That's what I'm. You see what I'm saying?
No,
that's what I'm talking about.
Her until I got to know her personality. I don't like the standoffish because if it's not on my mind and I say, hey, I'm gonna come over and let's go to dinner. What you think gonna happen after dinner? Or what are you coming? Like, hey, sweetheart, you gotta calm down. Like,
Well, listen. I got some bad news and I got some bad news for you. Which one do you want first?
I want both. Tell it to me real.
So the bad news is the first woman you already know definitely don't like you, right? So you just got to get rid of her. You should just stop talking to her immediately.
Oh, yeah, she's gone. She was mad. Right. She lost the competition. Yeah.
Now the second woman though, right? It seemed like she's interested, but we don't know yet because it's been too soon, and you're doing way too much. So you say you known her for what, a week or two?
I know both of them 2 weeks, but we took our time. It took like 2 weeks for me to smell.
Okay,
it took like 2 weeks for me, get to that point.
Okay, 2 weeks. So see, and that's the thing. So it's a little too quick to be doing all like giving her money for her nails and hair and whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Even though she cooperates, she cool. That's cool, but you got to take it a little slower because sometimes women will also, just like how guys will love bomb, women will act like they like you to get certain things out of you. You know what I'm saying? Even though they're not really interested in you. So I would say, still interact with her, but just slow down just a little bit.
Things like hair and nails, that's like, okay, your feet and your nails, that's $100. Your lashes, that's $60.
But the thing is you've already started financing her lifestyle. Mm-hmm. The moment you stop, I guarantee you she's out. Because now you can't walk it back.
Not because she didn't ask for it.
It doesn't matter.
It don't matter.
Because now you can't walk it back.
She already saw you as weak. Yep.
Once you've given something, you can't stop giving it. It's like once you're seeing this person this many days a week, you can't go from seeing them 3 days a week and now like, oh, but I can only see you 1 day a week because I got all this other shit going on. Like, or I'm, choosing to spend my time elsewhere.
Because I wanted to, because she wasn't standoffish. She cooked great meals. She know how to make a man feel like a man. I told her
in 2 weeks.
I said, yeah. in 2 weeks.
Darling, you are going to get fleeced so bad. I
So,
can't believe you're in your 30s.
so
I'm a
this is the
player at
thing,
heart.
T Rock.
No, I don't mean to play about messing with a lot of women. I'm a player at heart, so it
No,
wouldn't
T
bother
Rock,
me.
T Rock. This is what I'm saying.
No,
Though.
you're a simp.
This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying, T Rock.
Sweetheart, you have to look at my page to see what type of money
Hold
I
on,
make. $1,500 nothing.
Hold on, T Rock. So this is the thing. So all we're saying is, okay, this is what you should do. I'm just saying, I mean, it might be too late because you already did too much. I would just say don't do anything more for this woman. You understand what I'm saying? So don't do any more buying her things. Like let it simmer and chill for like 6, 7, 8 months. You know what I'm saying? Like that's all. I'm just telling
The
you.
little things. It's not like I bought her a Chanel bag or took
No.
one.
But this is what I'm saying. You're not supposed to buy
Yeah.
women nothing. You're not supposed to buy them nothing. Nada. Zero. Zilch. Zero. You see what I'm saying? Don't you see? Okay,
She know how to treat a man, bro.
no, and I'm sure she do. See, that's the thing. See, when you first deal with women, you give them the least. Once they shown cooperation over an extended period of time, then you start giving them stuff. So, if you guys go to my website, shoplocario.com, I talk about this. I have a program called Master the Vetting Process. Like you're doing a lot of boyfriendy stuff. Like a woman should not get boyfriend energy until she's actually your girlfriend. And I tell guys you should be vetting women for at least a year before she becomes your girlfriend. You see what I'm saying? So you shouldn't be buying or spending. You shouldn't be like buying a woman anything for at least a year until she's proven in a year that she's worth you buying her anything. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can dig that, but like I told you, it's the little I'm in Atlanta, so that stuff don't mean nothing. This girls out here get major trick going. Like I'm in Atlanta. That's
Wait,
nothing.
hold on, Leak. Let me hear from you. What you want to say, Leak, real quick?
Yeah, I'm in Atlanta. I don't do all that tricking, bro. Come on, bro.
That's not tricking.
Bro, to you it's a little, but to her it's a lot in her mind. Trust me, bro.
So wait, Gabrielle in the chat. Oh, Gabrielle in the chat said males just be hating because they don't get nothing for free. Nah, dudes get things for free. I'm saying that. See, it's okay for a guy to get things for free. It's not okay for a woman to get things for free. And this is part of the reason why women generally, to most guys, are not likable. Because when you get so many things for free, you get spoiled. And when you get spoiled, you don't actually have to do anything to be interesting to the opposite sex. So when a man gets something for free, right? A man generally, and I agree with you, Gabriel, the men are not really getting things for free like women, right? But men do get stuff for free. But what I'm saying is that if a man gets something free, it's okay because a man still had to learn how to be likable. You see what I'm saying? Tony, yes, a year. You gotta vet a woman for at least 12 months, 12 to 18 months before you make her your girlfriend, or else you're gonna be in big trouble. I'm telling you guys. Yeah, y'all mess around if y'all want, but I'm telling y'all is gonna be a problem. And and I know y'all ladies in the chat is like, what, a year? That's crazy. What are you talking about? Let me see.
Yeah.
let me get a few more. So Tony, what's going on with you?
Well, I'm trying to figure out what is the whole thing because there's something on here saying that women need to learn how to be likable, but I can't see all the words. But then I'm hearing something about vetting people out for a year before you buy them anything.
Okay, cool. So first, hold on, we got to get your age because we got to make sure everyone's over a certain age.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'm 49.
Perfect. So yeah, so the prompt says women need to learn how to be likable to men. So what's your thoughts on that?
I didn't know that that's something we had to learn. I thought that was just natural in human nature. But I guess what's happening now with social media and all the BS that's out there and all the stuff that's going on, everybody's discombobulated and don't know how to be a man and don't know how to be a woman. This is not something that we should learn how to be. We should just be ourselves. You know what I'm saying? And if somebody does not like that, then they can move on. It's just like a pair of shoes. You know, you go to the store, there's tons of shoes at the store. You have a right to pick the shoes that you want to go home with if it's the right fit for you, and vice versa.
So let me ask you this, Tony. So if you have a large mass of women who meet men, the men they end up having sex with these ladies and then they bounce or ghost or it fizzles out quickly. how do women, what do women need to do to stop that from happening?
Well, both people need to vet. Well, the women needs to definitely vet and not
Mm-hmm.
rush into anything.
Mm-hmm.
And it has to be a balance, because it can't be, oh, I'm gonna just make you wait 6 months just to make you wait 6 months. Because there's men out there that would go the long haul just to get just to get to that goal, and it will still dip. But you have to look into your before you start putting yourself out there to date. First of all, you have to study yourself and know who you are, because whatever you're going out there with is what you're going to end and get back. So if you're not 100% holding yourself as a woman, holding down your own and knowing that you're an asset and you bring stuff to the table that's going to multiply this man, then everybody needs to sit down. And it's both ways. If the man don't have his stuff in order, but the women are out here leading with the wrong things. They trying to get meals. It's like everything is like transactional. Nothing's romantic anymore. Nothing is like, you know. So why you laugh at romantic?
Guys, so how does romance? Okay, so what does romance do? Does that make a woman likable to a man that makes him want to stay? Because I still want to know, like, what can women do to make the guy stay? Because they're obviously not staying. What is
A woman should not have to do anything to make a man. See, the way I was raised and the family that I was raised in, we had great examples of husband and wives. And we had I didn't come from the mud or come through trauma like that. I came from, most of my trauma is like from losing family, but not like, coming from a bad background. So me seeing that, I have a bar set to where I don't have to make no man stay with me. Nobody should have to do that.
Right, but this is the question though, because so it's basically like this, right? So let's say, for example, if I'm talking to men, right, and I say to a lot of guys will complain that they meet women and the women are not sexually attracted to them, right? So they're not sexually interesting to a large number of women. So they're having a hard time finding women who want to have sex with them. So what I say to these guys is, hey, if you want to be more sexually appealing, right? You need to be more confident. You need to talk to more women so that you can practice having conversations and interactions. You need to dress better. You need to smell better, right? You need to get your stamina up. So when you're in the bedroom, a woman wants to have repeat sessions with you, not just have sex with you once and keep it moving. So all of these things I'm telling this guy so that he can be more sexually appealing, so women will want to have sex with him. So what I'm saying is, what are things women can do to make a guy, to entice a guy to want to stay after sex? You see what I'm saying? Because a lot of women are encountering guys who the guys they meet them, they either love bomb them, have sex and bounce, or they hook up real quick and after the sex they bounce. And I hear a lot of women complain and they'll say, oh man, these guys are so immature. These guys just want sex and so forth and so on. So the finger is pointed at the guys. But the question is that
the finger should be pointed at the women, because we're the one picking them. We're the one picking them.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So what can the women do to be likable outside of sex?
Okay, so my thing is, because this is kind of sticky, because like I said, I don't agree in trying to make myself likable, because I don't need to make myself likable to someone. I need to make myself likable to myself, and then I will draw and attract the proper mate. But what these women need to stop doing is stop maybe sleeping so soon with these guys, or just know how to use your spirit of discernment. And then the thing is, when you're confident in yourself and you carry a certain aura, when you walk into a room, there's a certain level of dudes you're going to attract. And people don't want to believe in energy, but energy is real. And sometimes your aura will present yourself before you even open your mouth. Like a man that's intelligent, that knows women, that pays attention and studies himself, he can see when a woman walks around the room. He can point out to each woman and kind of get an idea just from how she carries herself, what type of woman she may be. And then we have a lot of fakers. But these women need to know that you have to work on yourself, make yourself the best possible version of yourself. And when you're going out there and you vet these guys, you got to know better questions to ask. You need to go on certain kind of dates. It ain't always about money. You know what I'm saying? Let somebody get in your head. Let somebody get in your head, like on an intellectual level. So, it's really the education of the women and how we picking these men, because at the same time, we can't blame the men only, because we're the ones allowing these men to come into our lives and to hit and run. There's a certain point in my life I came to. I was like, I'm not dealing with no hit and runs because I was in my 20s, 30s. It happens. You know what I'm saying? And then there's times you end up getting married. So me, I've been in a combination of both. I've experienced both. And then when I look back at anyone that I could say like, oh, this just happened, there was red flags and there was things that I saw that I ignored. So also pay attention to the red flags you get. Because I'm telling you, people could sit there and play, but they can't play that long. And after going through it, you should get smarter. You should be able to have more intellectual insight to know, okay, this person is playing me. You got to pay attention to his actions, what he's doing, his integrity. Does he have friends? Does he have business partners? Get involved. Vet the person, like you would do a business partner.
And so it's funny is I when you first came on, you were confused about the not buying stuff for a woman. What's your, do you think a guy should buy stuff for women?
Well, my thing is, this whole thing about all this 50-50 and buy me this and don't buy me that. I just have a thing. I don't like men that act like they're the princess. That's all.
Act like they're the who?
I'm also like they're the princess. Okay. Because like for me, from my experience, I was raised with a really good dad. Okay. My dad was a woman's man. Like, he was very, romantic, had all the moves, was very charismatic.
So you're saying he was a simp?
No, that's not a simp. My father was the man. Okay. My father was an entrepreneur. He raised me and my siblings with no mother. Okay. We all are entrepreneurs and successful. And the thing is that he also taught me the game. He taught me how to carry myself in a club around men, how to talk to men. He taught me that. So I don't think he was a simp. He was a romantic guy who had the love of his life that was a great example for me and my siblings. So
you think that a guy should be buying women stuff? Like just
I feel like honestly, I feel like men, it should be something that they enjoy doing. That's something that they take pride in. But it depends on how you were raised.
But that's what I'm saying. But like why? Like what's the point? Like what does a guy get out of, like if I met you and we were talking, kicking it, you went to go get drinks, and then the next time I saw you, I bought you something. Like what would be the reason for me to buy you something?
Well, I think that's too see, it has to be natural. There's no rule to say on the second time you see me. Like, okay, if I'm dating, I'm not expecting nothing from nobody, first of all, in the beginning stages. You know what I'm saying? We're dating. Now, dating for me is no intimacy. We're dating. We're going on a date. We get to know each other, stuff like that. But when you zone into one person and you're saying, okay, you know what? I dated like 2-3 girls. This is the one I'm really going to go down with. I'm going to see if she's down too. She's been dating too. And we both agree. And now you guys are dating more productively. Okay. Eventually to be exclusive. Now, when you get to that point now, and let's say it's my birthday or it's Mother's Day or something like that, or if you just want to buy me flowers, it depends on the woman, because there's women out here that are gold diggers and they just trying to get everything. But there's women that deserve these things. There's nothing wrong with gifting each other.
That's what I'm saying. So what is she doing to deserve the gift?
She should just be herself. Being herself, and being the best self of whatever it is that she's doing.
Right, but shouldn't she be doing that regardless? So that's what I'm saying.
Course.
But so then why does she deserve, like, just like, for example, if it's a person's birthday, that makes sense because their birthday, you buy them a gift. If it's Christmas, you buy them a gift. If they graduated college, you buy them a gift. So what I'm saying is, what is the reason behind buying the woman something? Is it just because she's a woman? Like that's what I'm trying to get to.
I mean, from being old school, this is just how it's been. The courtship. Now, it's not, we weren't raised for women to court men. We were never raised that. And then I'm not very biblical. I'm more spiritual person, but I do lean on biblical standards too, because there is great morals in that. And I feel like the woman was designed to because remember, I and you might laugh at me when I say this because I'm old school. I believe anything that you give a woman, if you pick the proper woman, and you are the proper man, she's going to duplicate that and give it back to you 10 times fold.
Okay, so cool. So now, if I'm picking the proper woman, wouldn't it make sense for me to wait at least 12 to 18 months to make sure she's the proper woman?
Well, if that's where you at, it's to each his own, to each dude, because some dudes can ask questions, be very productive in the relationship to get to know the woman. Going on dates is supposed to be something you do to get to know each other. So when that man gets to that point where he really gets to know the female, it depends on him. You know, some men know within 6 months. You know, I've got married with someone that I met the first day, and we fell in love on the first day.
The first
And
day?
he
Y'all,
didn't-
wait, hold on. Y'all got
not
married the first
date,
day?
the first day we met.
The first day I met you, I got married.
Yeah, that
What?
was my
How
first.
did-
Yeah, that was not married. I said the first day we met, he knew like this was my woman.
Oh, so you're saying the
Some
first?
guys know. Some
Wait,
guys know.
wait. So you're saying the first day he met you, he told you he knew that he
Well,
wanted
I
to
was the
marry you?
one. Yeah,
That
and I
you was
felt
the
the
one.
same way too.
And what did he say that made you? What did he say that made him know you're the one?
What did he say to
Yeah,
me?
like what? Yeah, like what did he describe? Did he say, "Oh, I know
No,
you're the one because like what are the things that made you the one?"
I mean, it just there was no things. We just knew. You know what
So
I'm
it
saying?
was all
Like, for example, like I
feeling.
know what I saw. I know when I saw this person, I was like, God damn, this is gonna be my motherfucking husband, you know, my husband. Because
No, and
first it
the
was
thing is, I
because when I
understand
saw
that
him, I
from
saw
your
leadership,
perspective.
I saw confidence. I can
Leadership.
speak from my perspective. I can't, he'd have to be here to say that, but I'm just saying it's possible. There's no timeline on when a man, I don't think a man has to wait 12. If I'm dating a man and we're 12 months in and you have not even bought me some flowers, if I like flowers because it brightens up my day, you do these things to please the other person. And it doesn't mean that the woman can't give gifts too, but don't make it like, you know, like I'm the man and you're the prize and you're the princess. And then now I'm getting on bending knee
And
and
how
proposing
long
to you.
how long were
Like,
you
gone
guys
too
married?
far.
How long were you guys married for?
For 4 years.
4 years.
Yeah.
That's a
And we
long
had 2
time
kids.
too.
No, I
So
don't, that wasn't long enough, but it was
it
4
wasn't
years.
long enough. So I
That's
mean,
short
as
time.
long for marrying someone or wanting to marry them on the first day. But
Yeah.
this
But we
is
didn't
this
get married on the first day.
he just said
We
he
courted.
knew.
We knew because, and then, yeah, we knew. And then we went on
So
a
you
long
think
trip.
so
We
you
went on a,
so you think he really knew or he was just talking shit?
nah, I feel like we had that, you know, but things life be life and things happen, things change. But yeah, but we had 2 beautiful children from that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, right now I think the dating game is getting so sticky because you got people who want to do 50-50 on everything and it's
Oh, that's a
transactional.
good question. So is he still the one?
What do you mean? I'm divorced. That's 4 years.
So he's not the one.
No, he was the one at that time.
So
Okay. So
can I
this is
ask? Can I
go
ask
ahead.
a question?
Oh yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Real
because
quick.
I can't see your whole name. I don't know if it's Tony.
How old are you real quick before you start talking? 'Cause I want to make sure everyone's above a certain age. How old are you, sir?
36.
Okay, cool. Go ahead.
Okay, I wanted to ask the lady a question. I can't see her whole
Oh,
name.
Tony. Yeah,
Okay,
Tony.
Tony. So let me ask you a question. Did you make that decision out of lust and a lack of emotional intelligence? The fact that you felt like this is the man I was meant to be with, and your marriage, I'm assuming that you said 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
Did you after becoming self-aware, like, okay, I made a decision out of lust? Because a lot of times I'm guilty of it, so I'm not attacking you.
Oh no, I
I'm just
understand.
asking.
Well, I think it was a combination of things. When I looked at him and said that statement, it was a knee-jerk reaction because of course physical, but I was so intrigued by his intellect because I'm a sapiosexual. I love intellectual men. You know what I'm saying? That's a major turn on for me. And you could be laughing all you want, but I like me a smart. I like a man that could pull a book and read with me and do all
So
that stuff. I like a man I could learn from.
so hold on. Who initiated the divorce though?
That's a long story. But
Is one
I
is
ended
it?
up
She did.
divorcing. I ended up divorcing him.
Oh damn! See, this is what happens when men think they know on the
Nah,
first
nah, you
date.
gotta get. Don't say that. You don't
That's
know
what
the
I'm
whole
saying.
story.
That's what
You
I'm
don't know the
saying.
whole story. I divorced him because of a decision he made. So, but it's okay because, we go through things and it's like, it doesn't make the person a terrible person. Sometimes, like I said, I would do it all over again because I know what I felt. And then it did not last. It wasn't short term. It wasn't just lust. And after the sex, it was just like, okay, whatever. It went on and we end up having 2 beautiful children, and,
But
that
see,
was like,
I'm still trying to figure out what's the point of buying women things. Like
to make us happy. It puts a,
okay,
it's the thought that counts. It doesn't have to be a Prada bag, bruh. It doesn't have to be red bottoms. Y'all
No, but
can't go and get
saying,
some $8 tulips from Whole Foods for a chick. Like, come on, to
yeah,
brighten up her day.
so are we saying that we buy you things because you are a woman? Is that the reason?
No. Because it's not just a woman thing. I buy my men gifts too. You know what I'm saying? And then you got to find out what people's love language. First of all, we skipping the whole damn thing. First of all, how do you love somebody? How do you show appreciation to somebody? Me, I like acts of service.
So let me ask you this though. So do you believe in a man leading relationship?
Absolutely.
Okay, cool. So if he says I'm buying you a goddamn thing, you would still do it?
I wouldn't be around a guy that talked to me like that. First of all.
Why not?
Why should I?
Okay, so let's say he says it nice. He says, "Hey, honey, I'm not gonna buy you any gifts until we're together."
Sound like a prostitute.
I never had those conversations in anybody I dated with. That never had to come up.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. So if the guy is the leader, right, and you are attracted to him, and he says that's how it goes, would you stay with that guy?
Well, I don't think I would even been in a relationship.
He's just like, you ain't
I wouldn't even have been that far because to me, like I said, I'm a very giving person. I do massage therapy. I own a massage spa. So I do acts of service for people. So I like when people do acts of service for me. I don't necessarily care for a guy that's going to buy me gifts all day. I want somebody that's going to be like, damn, baby, you need to buy me.
I caught something you said that was important. Okay. You said that I wouldn't let it get that far, correct?
Yeah.
Because
first of all, a man that's gonna lead me, that's somebody that I've dated for a certain amount of time. I also have 2 young children that I'm still raising out of my 5 that I've already raised. And for me, I vet anybody for a year before they meet my kids.
Okay, so if you vet a woman, if you vet someone for a year, what's the difference?
But guess what? While we're dating, there's nothing wrong with going on trips. There's nothing wrong with buying each other's gifts. Yeah, trips.
So this is what I'm saying.
Going on trips.
So you're saying you vet a guy for a year before he sees your kids, which I think is great, which is what you should do. So what I'm saying is, what's the difference between a guy vetting a woman for a year before he buys her gifts, takes her on trips, and do any of those type of things?
So when you say take a chick on trips, it's like me, when I say go on trips, he's covering the airline tickets and I might be covering the hotel. Like we're a partner. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not 50-50 because it's not pushed on me.
But it's not even about the money of the trip. It's about the access that you're having with him already. So meaning that you guys are doing boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife things, and you guys are not boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife. You see what I'm saying?
What do you do for the year?
Oh, what you do for the year is that for the first 3 months, we just having sex. We just having sex the first 3 months.
Oh, but then isn't having sex a husband and wife type of thing?
No, you could have sex with anyone who's not your husband or wife. You see what I'm saying? But there are specific things. There are specific things that husband, wives, and boyfriends and girlfriends do that are non-sexual. So everyone could have sex. Everyone could be sexual, whether you're boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, or wife, or casual.
But think about this. But let's say you're a father and you're trying to teach your daughter to wait for marriage. I know this is a terrible subject because we're not in those realms anymore. But imagine for some women that are not going to just, like for me, I'm not going around spraying my kitty cat everywhere. You know what I'm saying? It's you got to be dating with having sex with the goal of having a lasting relationship. Why? So it all depends on what people are doing. Some people looking to play and have fun, and that's it. And then some people are looking to find somebody to settle down with.
So if you meet a man, how long do you wait for sex to happen?
It's not a time frame For
So
me,
for
that to me, when I feel everything is aligned and everything in my nervous system feels amazing, you know what I'm saying? And and everything lines up, and it's not just financial, it's spiritually, it's emotionally, does this person fit into my life? Do I see this person being someone that I could be with? Is he consistent? Does he have integrity?
so
Does he
you're saying you're
respect
not so
himself?
no first night, no first night.
Oh no, why not? Why would I do that for?
Why
I
Why would
did
not?
I
it
do
on the
that?
first night.
Why
Nah,
not?
on the first night, I'm 49, I'm not 29. You know what I'm saying?
That's even more
To me,
reason to do it since you're
no, I don't believe
what,
that
what are
because
you
I
talking
believe
about?
in energy. And then
Thanks,
sometimes when
bro.
you're sleeping with people, you end up getting all their demons and all type of stuff.
Demons?
Yes.
Where
You
they
think that when you have
what book
so
you read
you
this
think that
from?
when you have sex with people, you don't think there's other things going on
Like
in the
what?
spiritual realm?
Like what?
All type of stuff. So let's say right now I'm dating you and then you smashing another chick and this chick got lust issues or she got whatever issues and then now you sleeping with me. First of all, physically you're gonna pass things around. Okay, you're gonna mess up
Okay,
people's
so
pH
so
balance,
based on
but
that
then you're gonna
logic,
also transfer energy of
okay,
what and
so
then I might start dealing with something that I never dealt with. Now I'm dealing with stuff and it's coming from nowhere. You
okay,
mixing energy.
so based on that logic, if I'm a happy guy, I should be spreading the happiness by having sex with as many women as possible,
Nah,
correct?
that's not what I said.
No, but that's what no, what's what you're saying. You're saying the energy transfer. So if I'm a happy person, I should be having sex with multiple women so that I could spread the happiness around. And then when they have sex with other guys, they spread the happiness around and they have sex with other. You
What are
see what I'm
you
saying?
getting in
So
return?
say that
What are you
again.
getting in return? You're the happy person, but you
Yeah.
having sex with everybody in the planet. So what happens to some of these women that are traumatized or got demons or been molested or
But
been through
it
stuff?
doesn't matter.
So
I'm
what? So
transferring
so
the
you're not
happiness to
getting
them.
nothing from that. You're
No,
not
no, I'm not getting
getting.
anything because I'm happy. I'm good. I'm giving them the positive energy. The
Okay,
the
if that's
light
what
is
you
gonna
believe.
the light is
If
gonna
that's what you
overshine the dark, right?
if that's what you believe.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm going based on what you said. So what I'm
No,
saying
I'm
is,
saying I said a total different analogy
no,
than
no,
what you
you
said.
said no, you said everything I said, but in a bad way. You said demons, negative
No.
energy,
I'm talking.
trauma.
Okay. So listen, how many people out here are really happy? Tell me the truth.
I don't
Okay.
know. That's you got to ask
I'm
Because
them.
happy.
people have traumas from childhood that they don't even know that they need to deal with. Because I deal with this too in my practice. You know what I'm saying? So I see a lot of this. I
So wait,
massage a lot of.
so you really believe that sex? So okay, so you talk. So why is it sex is the thing that is singled out versus like can't you get those same negative demon energy by us having a conversation?
I believe maybe on a smaller level, but when you're into
But that's what I'm saying. Why is it a
when a
smaller
man is,
level?
let me explain something to you. Like to me, my womb is very precious to me. I teach women and I put women through classes where we actually go over healing our womb from all the abuse, from how we treat ourselves and how we allow men that had no business in that space. Because that space, when you really want to look at it for real, it's not made just to FUCK. It's really made to procreate. It's really made to create something. So for me, if I'm not with a gentleman that is going to be an asset just as much as I'm an asset to him and we're not leveling up, really I like to use sex to create and to manifest things in my life. That's what I do. It's not to be wasted.
That's the
Just like
prostitute.
How do you use sex to create and manifest in your life?
The
when you're
prostitute.
at that height, you can
You do what?
focus on when you're at the height of your climax, you can focus on certain things. And if both of you can focus on each other's breathing and be really united as one and have a certain focus, let's say you guys are working on a big house that you want to get for the family, you constantly focus on that. Because when
So
you're at
then,
that,
shouldn't we be having more sex quicker? Like if I met you, shouldn't you want to have sex with me immediately so that you can manifest the thing? Like I don't understand. What are we waiting for? Why are we waiting to manifest?
you see, so I guess it's good for men to just go out there and just be wherever the place they want
Yeah,
to be.
no, I'm saying what's
Not
the
something for
problem?
women
No,
to do.
I'm trying to understand what the issue is though, because from what I'm saying, what I'm hearing you say is that there's energy transfer. So if we're transferring the energy to manifest positive things in your life, then we should be having more sex. If I'm a happy person and I can transfer this happy energy, then we should be having more sex.
So how
right?
you going to transfer? Tell me how, if me and you were dating, how you going to transfer your happy energy to me?
I can show
Based
you
on
better than I can tell you.
based on based on what you just said. You said that some people have sex and they'll transfer those negative energy demons, right? So what I'm saying is, because I'm not all this negative energy demon, I'm a happy person, I'll just transfer my happiness to you.
So you have no trauma. You've never been
No,
traumatized in your
no,
life.
I'm good. No, I'm good.
Me
I had a
either.
great life. I had a great life. Like my life is actually too good. You know what I'm saying? It's too good. Let me show you how good my life is. Look at this apartment. Look at this. I got my childhood games in here. Look at
Oh,
this shit. This
Pac-Man.
shit
I
is
see
this shit
Pac-Man.
is fire. Look at this. My life is too good. Hold on. Let me go in here and show y'all how good my goddamn life is. Look at this. Look at my office. I work from home. I got all my joints right here. Like, I've been blessed. And look at that. My home office is fire. So, and I've been having, and I guarantee you I've had more sex than everyone in this chat. I guarantee you. So,
You'd be
I don't know,
surprised.
bro. I don't know, bro.
he's
You'd
like, I
be
don't know.
surprised.
So that's what I'm saying. I
Can
don't
I
understand.
jump in right quick?
But yeah, let me
Yes,
get
let's hear from another
Can I
Ria's.
jump
Yeah,
on?
let me get Ria. How old are
Rhea,
you? Yeah, how old are you?
I'm 27.
27. What's going on? So what's your thoughts on this?
Women need to be more likable to men. I mean, I think women just need to be likable, period.
Yes.
It needs to be like, period. It's a lot of people, listen, what I'm telling y'all, and y'all fake it till you make it sometimes with people. Like, it's people I don't like, I smile on their face and they despise me because I'm always in a good mood. I'm always happy. You gonna see me smile before you see me crash out.
That's what's
That's
up.
how it is with me. You're gonna see me smile and enjoy life before I'm crashing out and being miserable. I can't sit in, everybody has trauma, but as a grown adult, I can't sit and dwell in trauma when there's life to be lived.
Mm.
There's experiences, there's people that in the world that you need to meet, there's food that you need to try, there's places that you need to go. I just can't sit and dwell in trauma from my past. That's just me.
I feel you on that. I feel you on that. So what do you think of some things though? Because the thing is this, a lot of women, because I coach women also, and the thing that I hear is that women will say, well, I'm meeting these guys, but all they want to do is have sex. And they never, after I have sex with them, they never call me again, or it fizzles out quickly. So
You know why?
what is some things women
I
can
mean, it
do
was
to
Because
horrible.
women go into liking these guys and not having boundaries. That's one thing. And then you're not having expectations from this guy. You went to dinner and a movie with this guy and you giving him access. You're giving him access too early. That's the problem with a lot of these
It's never too
relationships.
early.
wait, but how, but that's what I'm saying.
Giving access.
How does that make her likable if she doesn't give him access?
You have to
Right.
for me, and there's one thing to be liked and there's one thing to be respected, because somebody can like you and disrespect the heck out of you every single time they see you. Those are two different things. I would rather be respected than just to be liked. I don't care about being liked.
Right,
Can I be likable?
But the question is, how
Hold
do you
on,
get the
wait.
guy to want to continue to see you after he had sex with you? That's basically the question.
Right.
First off, at the end of the day, men don't like women who are pushovers and just let anything slide.
Actually, we do.
Like manly women.
Like they don't like, women who just let anything. I mean, of course, if you think she easy and you just trying to get some yams, of course, like you really don't care at the end of the day. But a real man is not. He can be like, wait a minute, this girl ain't got no boundaries. I don't think I could deal with that for a long time. Like, she just a plaything to me.
Yeah,
I'm not taking her
That's
serious.
what some guys are looking
that's what
for.
men like. That's what I'm saying. Like,
No,
men
but
like
you
Look,
can't
men
say
like
all
it
men
easy.
like that. Not
and
all
as a
men is
woman,
looking to play
and as a woman, you should know
like that.
what you should know if you want to just deal with this guy for fun or you just looking to be intentional with somebody. You already, some of these women, they see red flags and think they pink until everything hit the fan at the end of the day.
Right, but this is what I'm saying. What can a woman do though? That's what I'm saying. Like, so if
Have
women
boundaries, literally.
but that's what I'm
Have
saying. How
That's
boundaries.
so okay,
but
cool.
her having
So
boundaries not gonna
how
make them more likable to men.
yeah, that's
He's
what I'm
trying to
saying.
say,
How
but
does having boundaries make you likable? That's what I'm trying
Having
to
more
say.
boundaries gonna make you likable to men who actually like you.
But
That's the thing.
this is what I'm saying. What I'm saying
it's
is
not true.
if he likes you already, that means you're likable. I'm talking about
Yeah,
like if you are the woman who most so what I'm saying is most guys when they meet you, they're thinking about sex first, right?
of
So
course.
now either they're gonna get it or they're not gonna get it. Now,
Mm-hmm.
if they do get it and
Mm-hmm.
you
You're gonna
like
be
him
likable.
and you want him to continue to see you and you want to continue to see him, what are you doing outside of sex? What are you doing non-sexually that can make you likable for him to want to stay
Well,
and continue to see
I
you?
can't speak for any other women, but I'm making him laugh. Because I can laugh, I laugh him out his drawers. That's the first thing I could do. I make him laugh. I make sure, like, hey, you having a good day? Like, let's go do this. Let's go do that. Because I'm not the type of person who can just do dinner and a movie every single day. Like, we got to do something active. Like, we got to go do Top Golf. We got to do something where I'm moving. Like, I have to.
It's
That's how
peace.
we bond.
That's a lot of money. You
Okay,
gotta
so
be his
if
peace.
you know you don't have,
so I
that's
have a
another
question. I
thing.
have a
You
That's
gotta be
another
his
thing.
peace.
if a dude told you like just met you and he wanted to go and say, okay, I'm gonna bring a picnic basket, a bottle of wine, I'm gonna bring some food, and I want to lay in the park with you and talk to you and get to know you better. Would you like something like that?
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's something to do. At least we ain't at the crib Netflixing and chilling all day. It's something to do. We out active.
Okay.
We
Okay.
Yeah,
sitting
yeah.
having a
We could be out.
conversation.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay.
So hold on. Let me get Philly real quick because I know Philly wanted to say something, but try to
What's
keep
up,
it
bro?
PG-13 because we on TikTok. Well, how old are you?
40.
40. Okay. So what's your thoughts on this real quick?
He sound like he 20.
Yeah, listen, I look like I'm 22.
Oh, that's cool.
hmm
So what's your thoughts on this?
Well, ask me a question.
You
'Cause
know, so we talking about women need to learn how to be likable. What's your thoughts on that?
yeah. Well, listen, they can be likable. Like men is simple. So you look at the list, right? Women want us to do like, oh, it's everything on the list. They basically want us to do everything. All we want, is some yams. So you be more likable. Just give us the yams.
That's
Y'all
all
be
y'all
like,
want
yo,
is yams?
They not
that's
hearing you though. They don't understand how easy. So
is that
basically,
hard? They want us to listen. They basically want us to give them a laundry list to do. What
right?
y'all want a laundry list to do instead of just that one thing?
So y'all saying every man, that's all they want is yams.
No,
That's
no.
what
Listen,
y'all,
That's what they want first. That initially. So if the yams ain't
all men,
happening,
y'all want to categorize and say
yes,
all men on the planet,
all
that's
men,
all they want first.
all men. So
listen,
either
listen
they
though.
gonna let you know up front or they gonna let you know on the back end. But they want the
Can
I think
yams.
I
can you?
understand what you're saying, but I think that a way the perspective I see it from is that not all men may want sex right away because not all men out here are hoes. Okay, I've met many a men that are very professional,
They
but
can't
yes,
if
but
they're
guess
not
what?
doing it. That
There's
means they can't do it.
but guess what? No, it's not true. The
I'm
thing
telling
is
you.
that there's men out here. The way I think it could be better said is that the first thing that men are going to appeal to is looks. The first thing that's going to be important to them is, am I attracted to this person to start with? But it doesn't mean that every man, yeah, I believe that every man I meet that might see me be like, yeah, I want to smash. But at the same time, you guys know you can't just lead with that. You know
You
what I'm
can.
saying? Because guess
You
what?
you can.
Like in my age, and you guys are going to get old, all looks fade, things stop
I'm
working.
telling you.
Then what are you going to
Listen,
have left? You know what I'm saying? After the sex, what you going to have left? So if you're a man that's saying that all I'm looking for is for sex, it's like you have nothing else to give. You have nothing else. Like dick is, I'm sorry,
that's not true.
egg.
No, because so basically what it is this. It's real simple. The smashing
Mm-hmm.
has to be part of the equation soon, upfront, sooner than later, or else we don't care about nothing else after that.
Hey,
And what
That's
I
you speaking for
no,
you.
I'm
You
talking
can't
no,
speak for every brother.
I'm telling you all dudes
hey,
are like this in some form or fashion. So you're gonna have either the guys who are going to be upfront and let you know honestly
mm-hmm,
what they want to do, or you're gonna have dudes who are going to pretend, love
exactly.
bomb, act like they want to court you, have conversations with you on the phone. They're going to do all these things to try to get to it. So either you're going to have the guy who's going to directly get to it or the guy who's going to get to it indirectly. But either way, so basically what you got to understand is this: a man can't even know he likes you until y'all have sex. That's the thing you guys got to understand. That's why you can't be likable unless sex is happening.
So can I say
But
this?
you gotta like somebody before you have sex.
If that's the case,
No.
if that's the case, if giving up the yams allegedly is the case, what's the return on investment for it with women?
You said what's the what?
What's the return on investment?
So what you looking for? Money?
For having sex?
What you looking for? Money?
Listen, Philly, some women are gonna be looking for women. Women are gonna be looking for money. Some women are gonna be looking for other resources.
That's what they look for.
If for you to like me, because this is how you're making the conversation. Yep. For you to like me, I have to give up box, right? Hold on, let me repeat it. For you to like me, I have to give up box, right? What is my return on investment if I'm giving it up?
You gonna be
getting the dick.
So yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
That's not enough.
Do you like?
That's
why is your box more valuable than his dick?
Right, exactly. Able to say that again?
I said, why is your box more valuable than his dick?
Right.
Oh, she the best.
That is an even exchange.
Listen, no, it's not an even exchange. Most of the time, the men are contacting you. You're not reaching out,
which means they put in all the effort. Yeah. And all you had to do was spread your legs. So, there was an even exchange. Your box for his dick.
To you, Miss Mama.
That's right.
If you're that easy because he wants to hunt you, that says a lot about you than it says about him.
All women are easy for the guy they want.
That's not true. That's not true.
That's not true.
Why would you want a woman that's easy?
Why would I want a woman who's hard?
Easy up to you.
Imagine
a line of dudes that she opened it up to.
I hope she does.
I don't care about
so basically what she's saying is this: give her 500 and she gonna open it. That's easy. That's easy too. Like,
if it's easy, hold on, Philly. If that was easy, most of y'all wouldn't have baby mamas walking around. If it was,
I don't have no baby mamas.
So
if it was that easy, mostly the way the kids that y'all got with the baby mamas that wouldn't have been a problem.
So I'm curious because you said, what is the woman getting in return? What do you think?
What's the return on investment?
What do you think she should get in return?
You tell me. You're saying that if you're saying if I give you box, I'll be more likable if I give you box.
Yeah.
I'm asking you, what's the return on investment? If I give you this box,
the D,
what is the return on investment?
That's what you get is the D. It's an even exchange. I give you the D, you give me box. What I'm saying
though is and some money.
Right. What I'm saying, because see, this is the thing. Men are not the ones crying about hanging out with y'all. You understand what I'm saying? Men are just talking about sex. Y'all want guys to care and talk and hang out with you, be your friends and all.
Because I gotta be attracted to you to even sleep with you. So that's that. I don't really care about that either.
You saying it's an even
I don't really care about that either.
What if the D is whack? Then
you will never hear from me again. What?
Right, exactly. Hold on.
That's why they don't call y'all back.
Right, and why would you want to wait for bad D?
Right.
Don't you gotta check the chat?
Why would I just want to hop in the bed with somebody I don't know?
You said an even
women men sleep with who they can sleep with. Women sleep with who they want to. That's the difference.
That's not true.
No,
yes,
that's
it
cap.
is.
No, Tony.
Because do you think that women have a problem getting D? I have no lack of D around me.
Hold on. Tony, you're half
right. Got a dildo.
You're half right. Tony, you're half right. The problem is this. Men who are the least attractive, they have to have sex with who they can. The guys who are the most attractive have more options so they can have sex with who they want. The issue is that those are the guys y'all actually want, but you can't keep them because they have too many options. And what I'm saying is, how can a woman be likable enough for that guy who has all the options to want her? So the thing is, for a lot of women, is that you have a lot of guys who want to smash, but most of the guys who want to smash, you don't want them. But there's a small percentage of guys that want to smash that you want to have sex with those guys. So the question is, the guys that you want to have sex with, that you like, how are you going to get their attention long enough to still want to be with you, non-sexually after the sex happened? That's the
We don't
entire
know,
question.
because you
So,
know
but you
the
know what?
issue
It just
is
seems like it's
we don't
very,
know.
to me, it seems like it's just very shallow because life is a lot more than just having sex. Life is so much more than that. Your partner that you pick for your life is the most important decision you make in your life. That person is going to change you spiritually, mentally, and everything that you do, even with your money, your business. They affect you in every kind of way. So, are you guys trying to have long lasting relationships? First of all, we need to find out what the men want. The man that you're talking to, you got to find out what does he want, and hopefully he's honest. Are you looking to play around? You play
But Miss
around. If
Tony,
you're
can I
looking for
say
long,
this?
But Tony, this is what
yeah.
it is,
He
right?
told you what it is.
Tony, a lot of women, right? they choose men out of lust, right? And men, we got to, like my brother just said, we are very simple. Either we're choosing you or we are selecting you. When we select you, it's because you have no morals, you have no boundaries, you have no standards. And that's what women don't understand.
Yikes.
You can't say all women though. Y'all got to
No,
stop
I'm not
saying
saying
that.
Dang,
I,
you
no,
know
no,
how
no, no,
miserable.
no,
You know
no,
how
no.
miserable as a
Nothing is never
man. That's like
all.
you're.
No, I
We're
didn't
talking
say
about
That's
all.
general.
I didn't say
miserable.
all.
They're not listening.
We're talking
Okay.
about
Yeah.
general. Okay. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you, ladies, a question. Okay, think about this. Right? Have you ever, like, if I show you a 3-minute preview of a movie, right? And I ask you, do you like that movie? What would your answer be?
I have to see it to know if I like it.
Exactly. So I have to fuck you to know if I like you. Do you see
No,
what
no,
you
no,
see what I'm
no,
saying?
no. See, now
That's
you
what
don't know
that's what
that.
I'm
See, wait a
saying.
minute. Slow down for a minute. Okay. Let me
Listen,
tell you something. Like will get people,
and
listen, like will get people pregnant. Like will get people diseases. Like will people get fucked up. Let me tell you, I'm not going to
That's just
sleep
something
with
you gotta
somebody
go
just
through.
because I like him, because I might not like you 2 weeks later. I have to make sure that everything aligns. Does your purpose align with me? Are you trying to go where I'm trying to go? Am I trying to go where you're trying to go? So somebody who's maybe in my age group, maybe not in this younger age group, just thinks differently because we done been through the shits already. So now we do things with more wisdom. You know,
No, I
you're
mean I'm
vetting
I'm
and you're
I'm the
picking.
same age as
Like,
you
would you get a
almost.
business? It's like a business partner. You're gonna ask for background check. You're gonna ask for your W-2 and your taxes for years. You're gonna look for your P&Ls. You're gonna want everything to know that this is a good business for me to get involved with.
No, I know I agree with you, but that's a longer term thing. I'm talking about just at the beginning, sex. Because so what I'm saying is I need to know. So this is the thing. I talked about this on the other live stream. I think women just think that men automatically like the sex they have with you. So essentially I could meet a woman, have sex with her, and not like it. So if I don't like it, then I'm not gonna want to have a relationship with you. So I need to figure out if I like the sex in order to know if I want to have a relationship with you.
but Mr.
You see?
Mr. Hashim, y'all are saying that, and then you're having relations with this one woman, and then you're either catching something or B, having a baby with her. I
That's not
cannot.
true. That's
Hold
not
on,
true.
hold on. Let me
That's
finish.
not fucking
Let me
true.
finish. Y'all be having kids with women. Y'all don't even know her, and this is the woman's fault too. So I can't fully put it on y'all. Y'all be having kids with women who you don't know her last name. You don't even know this woman's middle name. You don't know her favorite color. You don't know her favorite flowers. You
What?
don't know her favorite meal. You don't know nothing about this woman.
What is
But you
that? What do
ready.
you need to know
But
What
you
does
that
that
ready
tell
for
to.
for
But you ready to
sex?
put
Because
your.
she's talking
Put
about
your.
having babies, but I also think, Rhea, you're in your 20s, right?
Can I finish talking?
Oh my God, the attitude. Hold on, relax. Hold on, just relax a little bit. You gotta
Yeah. Let me.
chill.
Let me. Let me finish what I was saying.
Okay, let April
Jeez.
ask you the question, and then y'all will finish. Go ahead, April. Go ahead,
I
April.
just wanted to know if she's in her 20s.
Yeah, are you in 20s?
Yeah, she's
Yes, I'm in my
27.
20s, but I'm
Okay.
not.
I think, and what Tony and Mr. Locario and I are saying, and we're like in the same age group, you're obviously in your 20s, and a lot of his clients are in their 20s. They are not wrapping it up. And I think that there's like this epidemic going on right now where people think they can take prep or they're invincible and all of this, and this is why they're ending up with babies that they don't know women's last names and they don't know their favorite color and yada yada yada. And I think that, like, once you get into the 40-year-old, mid to upper 40-year-old range, I feel like we went through a epidemic of AIDS and HIV and all of that, and like we were scared to not put on a condom. And that's why a lot of us don't have babies and we don't have STDs and so on and so forth. So I do think there's a little bit of apples to oranges in the comparison just based on generational situations. That's all I'm saying.
I
Yeah,
agree.
I just want to say one thing. It has come. It has come to a point in time that women have to take accountability to accept the fact that the man that you were attracted to only saw you as an outdoor ball. And I don't know if y'all know what an outdoor ball is. An outdoor ball, and all my brothers on this platform will tell you, and I seen, when you had a basketball, that dirty football, your mom Deuce, you'd be like, don't bring that ball into this house, bro.
He said an outdoor ball.
It's an outdoor ball. You play with them
Listen.
outside and you don't bring them inside the house. But the point is, women do not want to accept accountability that their pride and ego just will not allow them to. Like you are the outdoor ball. If you've been played by a bunch of men, best believe we treat you like an outdoor ball. We play with you outside, we leave you outside. We don't bring you inside.
See, my thing is, I have a different perspective on that. I see what you're saying, and I think that's an interesting analogy. I ain't never heard it said that way. But
At this point, men is outdoor balls too. You don't want to bring their ass home because you're going to get embarrassed.
No, but you know what's sad? The sad thing is, all of y'all are laughing about this, but that's somebody's mother, that's somebody's daughter, that's somebody's sister, and that's a human being that God created and put on this earth that still
Miss
deserves
Tony.
love at
Miss
some
Tony.
date at the
no,
end of the day.
and Tony,
You
I
know what I'm
agree,
saying?
and I
That be
agree.
their moms.
And this
Like
is
the
the thing.
same
Yeah,
women they be
love.
cracking on be
Ain't
their
nobody
moms.
No, and I agree, and I
It
agree
be
with
they
y'all ladies,
mothers.
and I agree with y'all ladies, and that's why I'm asking
It's offending.
how to become likable.
No, but I
Because
would never teach my
Y'all how they
daughter.
listen,
I have two
Miss
daughters. I would never teach my daughter that her validation comes from outside of her. Because people can say what they want to say about you. You have to believe in yourself.
no, I
You know what
agree
I'm
with all
saying?
that. I
Period.
agree with
I
all
would
that.
never teach my daughter, make yourself more likable. Now, I
Okay,
would tell her to make herself an asset. I would tell her, be educated, know how to talk to people, know how to control your anger and your emotions, learn how not to be ratchet and ghetto, learn how to have some manners, know how to speak. You know what I'm saying? I would teach her great qualities and things, and I'm going to work on myself to get these great qualities to where my man could take me in front of business people. I could speak. They can take me around their business partners, and I will not embarrass him. I will be actually an asset to him. So when you're
Oh,
pushing yourself like that, you don't need to know. Okay, if a man don't like right now, I know like the old school guy got on the phone and said something about the ball, the black ball, whatever you want to call it. At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Men got to know what they want.
but
You
this is the
guys,
problem,
you
though.
got you
But it's
guys are really
still
supposed to be the one pursuing to find yourself a partner. If you guys
partner.
are looking just to play
so
games, that's a
any
whole
other
different
women?
Wait,
situation.
I have a
But this.
question though.
Are y'all looking
She.
for a wife or you looking for a
Exactly,
plaything? Like, what
because
are you
Wait,
looking
why
wait,
we
wait.
for?
gotta
So you
be
said,
likable if we already gave you the box? Like, what is this, like a
what?
roster type of thing?
What?
No,
why
you
am I
give
What?
if you give the box, right?
Bro, wait.
And why we gotta be likable, right?
So okay, let me ask it a different way.
Like, what makes you likable after
Let me
that?
let me ask it a different way. So, what makes you want to have sex with a man?
if I'm attracted to him, that's
You're
one thing.
so you're sexually attracted to him, yes?
Mentally
Yes.
and physically
Okay,
attracted.
cool. So now, if a dude just came up to you and said, "Hi, we should have sex," just because he said hi to you, is that enough?
I laugh.
You
I'm
would
like,
have.
do I need to call the police?
Right,
Because
exactly,
You cool?
exactly. Now,
what's going on?
Okay, let him go.
hold on,
Let him finish.
now, hold on. Now that guy comes to me and says, "Locario, I talked to these women and I told them hi, but they didn't want to have sex with me." You know what I'm gonna say to him? I'm gonna say, "Hey, you need to be sexually appealing to women for women to want to have sex with you." So let's flip it. When a woman wants a man to care about her more than just sex, right? And she's like, these guys are keep just having sex with me. They don't want to stick around. They play games in my face. They do this, that. So I say, okay, cool. The reason why those guys are doing that is because they don't like you. So what can we do to make you likable? That's what I'm saying. So there has to be specific things
Yeah, but why
that's
would a
going to make.
man? Why would a man just walk up to somebody? That's terrible. Why would a man walk up to somebody and say, "Hi, I want to have sex with you"? He ain't never gonna
Right,
get it.
but why would you want a man to like you just because y'all had sex?
That doesn't.
I
I
don't care
don't.
if he like me or not. I got what I wanted. Bye.
Oh no, that's
What?
immature. That's the problem with our peoples now. This is why we can't get no damn
What?
win. This is why we can't get no damn win. All these kids are gonna have broken homes. I feel sorry for my grandbabies and my kids. I really do feel sorry for this
But
generation
Miss
because ain't
Tony, can
shit
I say
left.
this? Miss
Ain't
Tony,
shit
can I
left.
say this?
Do y'all
There's
got
no
any?
There's
morals.
men
There's
even out
nothing.
there
Miss Tony,
having
can I
sex
say
with
this?
women that they
They
don't
don't get
even
it done.
like. They got to be likable.
Everything
Like
is
they like
about
them
if I
enough
give
to
you the
fuck
cat
The
or
them.
men
not.
gotta be
Excuse my
likable for the
language,
women to
Simone.
like you. Like the men
Exactly.
have to be likable for the women to sleep with
Yes,
them.
exactly.
Do
Yes,
The
that's
y'all
what
men
I'm
have any
have to
saying.
be
kids?
That's the
likable.
I
best thing to
agree.
tell
And
them.
so y'all
Yeah,
have
but
to be
some
likable
women,
for
some women
the
are
men that want to
likable.
stay.
Some women will sleep with a guy because he put some bands out. There's nothing left. Like people, people ain't shit right now. I'm
Miss Tony,
sorry.
people are very vain. Very,
Yeah,
very vain in life.
everything's
That's just what it
transactional.
is. That's just how life is. People are very vain. If you're not an attractive woman, men are really not gonna talk to you like that.
Well,
That's
thank
just what
God
it
I'm
is.
attractive
If
because
you're not a and the men is
But
like
they'll
either
still
men
smash
got two
them.
struggles. Men have two struggles. They can't be ugly and they can't be broke. Men got two struggles.
Well, I don't know
So
about that,
And
honey,
they
because
can't.
I
And they
married me
can't be
Preach.
small.
somebody
Let me tell
that
you
didn't
something about
have it all
men.
together.
Hold on.
I
Let me
married
get.
me somebody that didn't have it all together, and we built together. But if I would have judged him, I would have missed the blessing in that person. So sometimes women, but my thing too about the women, we want these men all high class and got all this money. What do we have? Do we have the same
Right.
thing? Do we match
Miss
their
Tony, do
fly?
you think a man gonna talk to you because he's just gonna talk to you because you're not attractive?
No, I didn't say that. I'm talking about what else
Okay, so
other
you
than
have to
being
use that's the
attractive.
currency between men and women.
No, that's not the only
Women's
currency, young
currency
lady.
is and it's
If that's
vain.
what
I'm
you
telling
think,
you,
that's
it's
sad
very vain.
That
because
It's
seems
looks is
Makes
pretty
sense.
vain.
bum.
See, but that's what I'm saying.
Looks is
That's what makes you.
vain.
No, but see, that's what I'm saying,
So
Rhea.
what
That's what
happens when
make
you guys
Rhea.
get
That's
older
what
and the
makes you
looks
not
and then your
likable.
dick don't work no more and looks fade? What are y'all gonna do
It's
if you
always
end up
gonna
They
being
work.
settle
married
with
for
each
50
other. I mean,
years?
But wait,
Oh
What
they
my
settle.
God.
They
happens?
settle.
hold on. I don't
What
want the
How
point
can
happens?
to.
you even
Hold on,
agree with each other as women?
wait. Hold on. I don't want the point to be missed. Rhea
Okay.
said the currency is vain, which you say she's saying your beauty or your physical attractiveness. That right there is the reason why guys don't think you're likable because a woman thinks, oh well, I'm just
It's
pretty,
just
so that's all
beauty.
I have to bring to the
No. Where's
table.
your brains at?
It's
What
not.
can you do?
It's
Can
not
you
even about the. No.
solve
It's not even about the
problems?
brains. That's what I'm saying.
That's not even.
So that's not.
Oh
It
So
should be a
no,
so
combination of everything. Why y'all just
it's
singleizing to
not
one
that.
damn
It's not that.
thing?
That's
but
like
I'm not
if.
singleizing it to one thing.
No, I'm
That's
That's
how
not
like
saying
if
I'm
y'all
I
saying to
said.
see
him.
it.
Hold on. That's like if I said if a guy comes to me and says, "Hey, Locario, how do I get girls to want to have sex with me?" That's like me saying, "Be nice, be a gentleman." That's not going to make women want to have sex with them. You understand what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is, what makes women likable is not having brains and not just being nice. It really is that a woman has to understand the man she's talking to and interacting with and seeing, hey, does this guy align with who I am and what I want? And if he does, then I submit to that man and then that man will like you. You understand? If he does not align, then you just don't deal with that particular guy. See, the
Yeah.
problem is that women think that we care about all of the, like, oh, well, you have your degree and you're a nice
We
person and you
do
Well,
go to
the
not
men that
church.
I
care.
We
date,
don't we don't
they
care
Men
want
about
don't
that.
care
somebody who's
about
We do
that.
smart. That's
not
not going to
care.
waste their
They
money
don't.
and run their money down. They want somebody who's going to add. Like the men that I date, they want intellectual women. Like that's the circle that I'm
Because
around.
they broke.
But
If they looking
What are
for
you
you,
when
talking
men
they
about?
first
looking for
No,
you
meet
they
to
you,
add, they
successful
broke.
men.
when
You think a
men first
successful
meet
men
you,
want
they're
a
not
dumb, pretty woman? Like
Miss
that's all they
Tony.
want? Oh
Miss
my
Tony, when
God,
men
y'all
first
gotta
meet you,
Listen,
live
they're
long
not in
enough,
the back
honey.
of their head. They're not like, oh my God, this woman got an MBA. Oh my God, like she got an
Right.
MBA. I got to lay with
we
her.
don't
She got
care
an
No,
about
but
MBA.
that.
guess
Looking
She's
at
what?
the
smart.
People
They
want
don't care
years.
about
MBAs.
stuff like that.
We don't
Guess
care
what
about none
though?
of that.
It's both ways. It
They
depends
can't
on the
even
guy.
they
There's
can't even
guys
agree
out
with
there
each
that
other.
want a woman that's
Right,
intellectual and
right.
that's educated.
Oh
Most
my God,
Okay, and
she
definitely.
got
But
her
got shit
degree.
together.
Let
let
me
me
let
Then
get
me
real
there's
speak
quick,
men
on
real
that
that
quick,
don't
right
want women like
now.
that. It's to
Let me
each
get
his
hold on. Let me
own.
get old head on here because old head just got it. Old head, what's your thoughts on this real quick? Old head, You can take your mic off. Let me get old head on here. You can take your mic off real quick. Hold on, there we go. You take it off? My bad, I had there you go. So what's your thoughts on this?
Yo, L, I was just looking. I didn't even know I joined this, man. But basically,
real quick. How old are you?
I'm 22.
22. So what's your thoughts on this about women need to learn how to be more likable?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, bro. My thoughts on this is just facts. Everything you're saying is facts. Like if we keeping it honest, a lot of guys when they first see chicks, bro, we thinking about the body figure. We thinking about getting them in the bedroom. There's a whole bunch of sexual thoughts that goes on in the guy's heads when they first see a woman. So like, a lot of people just got to be honest with that. It's just the harsh truth. You know what I'm saying? So I totally agree. I totally agree.
But that's the killer though. Women do not want to agree with it because they pride and ego will not allow them to agree that the man that you chose to sleep around with just wanted to have sex. So they want to take they do
I have
not
a
want to
question
take
about that though.
accountability.
But that's not every situation. I've been dating somebody for 10 months and that's not how it went down. You know what I'm saying? You can't say you can't. I'm not putting.
All right.
Okay, I'm not putting. You can ask me specific questions, but I'm not going to tell my whole life story on there.
I want to hear how this went down because we trying to learn.
No, but I'm just saying to the old head, to the guy that just spoke. You're saying that the person that we picked to sleep with didn't want us. That's not always the case.
It is always the case.
No, it's not. That's always the case in certain people's situations. So you're trying to say all over the world this happens to every damn body? Stop.
Yeah, because okay, so I'm gonna say this. Let me explain it this way. Let me explain it this way.
Where people were raised, their culture,
I'm gonna explain it to you. It's real simple.
And their age.
It's real simple.
Okay.
It's real
different
simple.
Experiences.
It's real simple. So basically, there was a comedian named Patrice O'Neill, and he said this is so true. He said, women need to like you to have sex with you. He said men need to like you to have sex with you twice. You understand? So what does that mean? That means that the reason why it's hard for you ladies to understand this from the man's side of him not liking you, even though he has sex with you, is because usually what you ladies will do is that you will engage with men that you actually like. You don't fathom like really having sex with a guy or taking him seriously if you don't like him. Now, you do use guys that you don't like for like dinners and talking and all that.
No, don't. Not everybody.
I'm not saying everyone. I'm just saying in general. I'm saying in general. So what I'm saying is that hold on, I'm gonna finish. What I'm saying is that in general, you got to understand. In general, for example, I did a show the other day. A woman, she said she was on the dating apps. She went through 1,000 guys and picked one guy out of 1,000 guys, right? So what she's doing is she's sifting through all the guys to pick the best guy out of the 1,000. So she's like, I can choose the guy I like or I'm interested in to move forward. Men are not like that. Men are like, there's these women here and a bunch of these women could get it. Now, once I give it to them, then I'll step back and see which one I actually like. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's the difference between men and women. So a man, he will hook up, have sex with women who all he needs to do is be sexually attracted to them in some form or fashion. He may not like some guys might not even like how you look, because just because they're sexually attracted to you doesn't mean that they think you're physically attractive, which means there are guys who will have sex with you even though they don't think you're pretty, but they think you're fuckable. Do you see what I'm saying? And so that's what I'm saying, where you might meet a guy who doesn't think you're pretty or is not really into you like that, but he thinks you're fuckable. So he will have sex with you, but he doesn't actually like you. And this is why guys will hook up with you and bounce. And you'll be like, what happened? He was so nice. He was so this, he was so that. Because from the moment he met you, he knew that he never actually wanted to have sex with you. The difference is, y'all ladies, you know that there are certain guys you will never have sex with, but you will go on a date with that guy. But in your mind, you're like, I'm never having sex with this guy, but he's taking me out to dinner. I ain't got nothing else to do. But in your mind, you know you're never actually going to do anything further sexually with this guy. Guys are the same way, but just with sex. We will have sex with you, and no, we won't do anything further than sex. Does that make sense?
So what's wrong with women just going out to dinner? If that's what
That's my point though. That's what I'm saying. The same way where you will go out to dinner with a guy that you know you would never have sex with is the same way a guy will have sex with you and never want anything else outside of that. And he knows that from the jump. So even sometimes you will tell a guy, hey, I'm dating with intentions. I'm not just trying to get anything casual. You know, I want something serious. You will tell him that, and to your face, he will tell you, yeah, I want that same thing too. And then y'all end up having sex and you never see him again. Why? Because he pretended he liked you, even though he didn't like you, just to get the sex. Just like you're pretending to like the guy to get the dinner. You understand what I'm saying?
And that's wrong.
Yeah,
To the women out there, y'all making a bad name for other women. The women out there that are going out there for meals, if you can't pay for your own damn meal, that's a damn shame. You know what I'm
They
saying?
all
It's
be
a shame.
hungry.
You know what I'm saying? Because
They
it's making
stubborn
a bad
hungry.
look for everybody, because these men out here are getting tight in their wallets because these women are out here using men to get a damn meal. If you can't pay for your own meal, then you have no business dating.
But it's not even about that. It's about
Yeah.
they want that guy to give them attention. They like the attention. It's the ego boost.
Yeah, Hashim, they don't understand. We can have sex with a woman and we have no emotional attachment.
That's how y'all built.
It's
That's a
like it
fact
just
right
you know
there.
Women
what
do
I'm
that
saying.
too. Women do that
If
too.
I can
Oh,
no,
you
said women
Hashim,
do that too?
It's hold
Yeah.
on, Reese. Let
Women-
me work. So Hashim, what they don't understand is we was spit, sweet nothing, into your ears so you can door dash, your vagina to me anytime I want to.
DoorDash the
That's
vagina.
all you doing. That's all you doing. We have no emotional attachment, but because women are more emotional than men, they get played. You know what I'm saying? In that part, it's like we're playing on your emotions. That's all
And is
we
that
doing.
right? And is that proper? Is that righteous?
No, and that's the thing. It's not.
I'm
It's
not
not
saying
they don't
right.
it's
care
right.
if it's right
I'm
or
not saying
wrong.
it's
They
right.
don't
No,
Yes,
at
we
all.
do
It's
care
not.
if it's right or wrong, because how you gonna do wrong shit and expect beautiful shit from that?
They don't. But
They
that's what I'm
don't
saying. They don't
care.
care. They just try to.
Then guess what? Then y'all gotta be around another particular
What?
type of dude.
Because there's another you.
Huh? I
That's
didn't
how
hear.
we look at it. There's another you.
What? I didn't hear.
I'm
So if
talking
there's another
about.
us, why the hell do we gotta be likable then? The hell?
What you mean?
No,
If there's
no.
another
What
us?
we're saying is you got to be likable if you want a man. That's what I'm trying to say. So what I'm saying is a man doesn't care if you're likable. You need to care if you're likable if you want a man. That's the main thing about this
So what's the
live stream.
list of likables? Why
Are
don't you
y'all
guys
single?
give the women a list of the likable things? It's just the cat. Like, what is it
No,
that makes
no,
so? Why
the
you
short.
guys should be? So let's
short
Are
ask
of
you
y'all
it.
guys this.
single?
Since you guys came up with this, let's ask all the men. What makes a woman likable?
So I give you
We already said
the
that.
quick. I give you the quick
What,
answer.
the
Like I
kitty
said
cat
earlier.
and that's it?
Yeah. No.
That's how shallow?
No. The
It's
likableness
not.
is you have to be better than your vagina. You
No,
have to be
no.
better
See
than
that too. What does that mean? Be
That means
specific.
that non-sexually you have to be attractive, meaning that when we're not having sex, you have to be attractive to the man you're dealing with. And the
Okay.
man that you're dealing with, right? He requires certain things non-sexually of you, which means that
Okay.
you
So
have
what
to
are some
submit.
non-sexual things that you require?
So I'll give you a perfect example for myself in particular. When I'm interacting with a woman, I like women who are going to follow my lead to the T, right? Who are going to be cooperative consistently, who are going to have sex with me by at least the second meeting, right? Who are going to basically be vetted for 12 to 18 months before she becomes my girl. So meaning that she wants to be my girl, she has to wait a year to a year and a half before
Now,
she
are you
becomes my
dating
girl.
other women while you're vetting her
Yes,
for the
yes, I
year?
am. Yes, I
And you're
am.
having sex with
Yes,
all these women
yes,
too.
and I'm having sex with all these women. Yes,
Okay.
absolutely. So now that I'm just saying that's me. Hold on. Now I'm just saying that's me. Now that may not be for you. You might be like, oh hell no, I ain't dealing with that guy. But what I'm saying is that's not the point. Whatever guy you're dealing with, you have to adhere to what he wants, or he's not going to like you. That's what I'm trying to get you ladies to
So is
understand.
it only one-sided? Isn't it two-sided to where both people have to be vetted and both people have to be likable? Because let's say the female is likable, there's times that the man don't make the cut.
No, but this is what I'm saying. Men generally already have to be likable for y'all to even talk to the guy. That's what I'm trying to. You see what I'm saying? The
Yeah,
men
but
will talk
likable
to.
to talk and likable to have sex with is two different things.
No. I know that, but what I'm saying is this is what I'm saying. What I'm
There's
saying is
levels
Ain't
to
nobody.
this. You know what I'm
right.
saying? You got to
No, there
graduate
are levels
to
to it.
next. So I
But
don't
this is what I'm
understand how I'm
saying.
going to
Can
sleep with
I
you on the
This is what
second
I'm saying.
date. And I don't
This is
even
what I'm
know
saying.
you.
can I
This is what I'm
step
saying.
in?
He's already likable in general to the women that like him because he had to develop the skill and know how to be likable to women to even get to interact with women, period.
So it's
Whereas
like
women
the
don't
opposite
have to.
thing.
You see what I'm
The
saying?
op-
This
And
guy, he
y'all
looks
after
y'all
like.
know.
after y'all have sex, the opposite between you two happens. Like you could okay. For women, you might like him, like, oh, he's fine or something, he attractive. But after
And
you,
you know
you know,
that you're
he
gonna do it
hold on.
already.
But after he drops some, drop that Arby's on you, he be like, nah, I'm not feeling this kid. Nah, that was horrible. That's nah. I'm not even I don't even like this guy no more. So with men,
Cause he
it's
took you
like
to Arby's.
Because of food?
he dropped the meats. He dropped the
You talking
meats.
about
Yeah,
Oh,
he gave
all
me the
right.
He
beat.
Who
dropped the
eats at
meats.
Arby's anyway?
No.
right?
So after he
I'm like,
didn't
hold up.
after y'all done lay with each other, you be like, nah, I'm cool on this. I'm cool on him.
Yeah,
This ain't even
that
hitting
could
on
definitely
nothing.
happen.
He
Yeah,
did
that could
all
also
that.
happen.
He did all that. We had a good conversation. Was good. He made me laugh. You might have took me to dinner all for that to be trash. And that's
Right.
like
So
the
you
number
like
one thing.
us.
Like, nah, I'm not even feeling it. Like,
Right,
You like
nah,
exactly. And
us.
I'm cool
that's
on him.
yeah,
I'm cool.
that could definitely
You
happen.
like us.
And that's why you should be having sex quicker so you don't
No, but
waste time.
I still. So that do you have children?
No, I don't
Who,
have any
me?
kids.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and yeah. Does any of the younger people in
I
here have
do.
No,
children?
no, I
No, I don't
don't.
have no kids.
Okay.
I do. I
Yeah,
got
I'm
five
definitely
of
in the
them.
wrong group
I
right
got
here.
five too.
I got no kids.
But
I got
listen,
five of them.
no, because
No,
I
you
like
gotta
I
listen.
like
But
the
basically, what I'm saying is like the
I like
opposite
the
happens. Like
activeness of
the
this chat though, because
I got five.
I got
Damn,
five
bro.
too.
I got
Really be
five
busy.
too.
I got
You got
five
You
and
five
two
feel
of
of
them.
the
me?
twins.
I
dang,
got
y'all
two
fertile.
sets of twins. I got one
Y'all
boy
fertile as
girl and I
hell.
got four girls.
Oh
I
my
got four.
God, God bless y'all
Whoa.
all. You know what I'm saying? But no, this is good. It's good to talk.
I got
Because I got kids y'all age, so I'm just like trying to see what it is. You know what I'm saying? Because what do you mean? Like what? I could be your mama. I could be your mama. Stop it. No, this
But
is all
I'm
in
just
love,
I'm the
honey.
same
This
age.
is
I'm damn
all
near the
in
same age
love.
as Tony. I'm the same age as her. You know what
You're
I'm saying?
49.
I'm 45.
I'm 49.
You know what I'm
I'll be
saying?
50 come January. I'm pushing
I'm
50, y'all.
45. You know what I'm saying?
Woo,
So
y'all is up there.
Yes, and it's
so we up
beautiful,
there.
honey. We doing better than some of these young people out here.
Woo,
I ain't gonna lie.
Oh man, that's crazy.
seasoned.
It's true.
Woo.
Trust me. Remember, I tell you, I massage people all day, and I see bodies all day. I see young people. I see white people. I see all type of people, and the old people, we holding it down. My older people, my older clients, they looking good, and some of these young
I look
people,
like I'm
they.
21.
Thank you very much.
See, he trying to get at you, Tony. He trying to
It's
get at you.
okay. It's okay. He a
You know what I'm
little rough
saying?
around the edges, but I'll work with him.
See, you see. Listen, y'all need to inbox each other. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
stop. No, I'm gonna get in
But
trouble. I'm already
you know what I'm
dating
saying?
somebody. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta be careful out here. But you got two. You got two. He ain't your man, right?
No,
He not.
but let me tell you, I don't believe in women having more than one man. I don't feel like we built for that.
Oh,
We are
yes.
not built for that.
Listen, have you tried it? Have
We
you tried
not
it?
built for that.
It's
Have you
Not
Tony. Can
tried
I
built
it,
for
ask
Tony?
you?
that. Listen, don't let me start putting some Shahrazad Ali on y'all
No,
because women are
listen.
not physically built to be taking dick all the time.
Have you tried
Miss
it?
Mess up
Tony,
your
can I
damn
ask you a
pH flora.
question? So instead of, because to me, talking in a relationship are two different phases to me. Just because we talk doesn't mean that we're sexually active. Like those are two
Wait,
different things.
what is
So
talking?
can you date
Well, to
multiple
me,
people?
dating is, you could say dating. I tell people when I date without intimacy. I could be dating,
What?
but I'm not.
What
No,
is
because
talk?
guess what?
How do you date?
If I meet five guys this week and I'm single, and five guys approach and walked up to me, smooth, everything, whatever, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna take the number, and then I go on one date. And then I'm like, okay, not bad. Okay, nice. And then you go on another date. Now you have something to compare to. And then you go on a third date. And then you be like, I'm not smashing everybody that I like.
Right, but if you
And
like
then
all
you guys are
if
using
you like
like in
all
a
5 of the
way.
guys, what are you gonna do?
What happened?
If you like all 5 of them, what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna vet them out.
And then what are you gonna do? So you're not gonna have sex with all
They're
5
not
of them?
all gonna stay. Some of them gonna drop off. Someone's gonna have some type of qualities that I may not care for.
So
This
if
one I
they
may have a better connection
if they all
spiritually with.
stay and you like them, would you have sex with all 5 of them?
No.
Why not?
I'm gonna narrow
That's
it
too much.
down. I'm gonna narrow it down. Because let me explain something to you. A woman's womb is not supposed to go through all that. If a woman is out there taking D like that, then she's a man. That's a masculine male quality. A man
no,
can
no, no,
have a
no.
family. Listen,
No,
can
no.
a man can have sex with a woman and have a family here and go have dinner and provide for that household and
You're
take
not
care of that woman and take care of that kid. He can go to another
no,
woman's
but
house
this
and
one
have a
okay,
set of kids there.
but let me ask
And
you
have
this.
a
Let me
set
ask
of
you this.
kids.
Check this out.
But
Check
let me
this
just
out.
finish though. Let
Right,
me
but
just
that
finish.
has nothing to do with the sex though.
No,
That's what
I'm not saying. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about a woman cannot go and have multiple houses and say, I got a nigga here and I got a
We're not
nigga there
talking
and
about
I
how we
go
talking
here and
about
I cook dinner here
sex.
and I
We
go
just
here and
talking
I
about
do this. And
sex. No, we just talking about sex,
so
not
that's what it's
houses.
all. It's just about sex.
No.
No,
What I'm saying
Hashim,
is
Hashim.
a woman can. So what I'm saying is this, right? If you have a
It's not natural.
if you have a man and a woman, right? Who do you think can have sex longer consistently, the man or the woman?
The man.
The
It all
man, because
depends.
they
How?
I think
How?
he's gonna say
How?
the woman
How?
because the man can't get up again. But I got me a
Exactly.
man
The
that can
man is
get up
going to
every
get his
five
nut. He's
minutes
going to
that
be
he
done for a
wants
minute.
to.
So the
Trust
woman
me.
can take more D than a man can take more
I
P.
don't know.
Does
I
that
done
make
met my
sense?
match because I found one that's not. He don't ever stop. Like he don't
No,
ever stop.
I'm just saying
Hashim,
I ain't
general.
meet you.
Hashim. You know
I ain't
why
meet you.
women can have Tony, was that you? You say you got
Yeah.
that was you, Tony?
Yeah.
Okay, so you know why women can have 5 men, right? Because they got all these boxes. They got the place holders, they got the time fillers, they got the guy that's gonna take them out on a date, they got the guy they call when they bored. You know what I'm saying? They can have, man, we simple. We got 2 boxes. Either you are the woman we plan to lie to, or
It's
the
a
woman
lot
we
too.
plan to
That
lie
is
next
so
to.
sad. That is so toxic.
We
That is
got
so
2 boxes.
toxic.
Hey
Y'all
yo,
are doomed. Y'all ain't
hey
gonna
yo,
have no
Hashim.
Hold on, but hold
Am
kids.
on.
I
No.
lying?
He had the
Bro, am
outside
I lying?
ball, and then this is crazy.
Right. Yeah,
So
he
wait a minute.
going
Listen,
in.
hey
How
yo,
old are
Philly,
you?
am I
How old are
lying,
you?
Philly?
This
Is
dude
that Philly?
wild.
You
Nah,
ain't
that's
supposed to
stood.
tell
Stood
him
is
that.
wild,
No,
bro. This dude
no,
wild as
Who's the one
hell.
that just spoke?
That was stood.
that
Stood.
was me.
How old are you, Stood?
Hey yo,
How old are you?
Philly, am I lying?
How old are you, Stood?
I can't answer that, bro.
I'm
Stood.
36.
You 36? Damn, you sound like you my age. You sound like an
Hey,
old school.
I'm
She said you sound
grown.
like an old head.
Yeah, no,
Yes, I
I'm
That's
thought.
grown. I'm
crazy.
grown.
But Miss Tony, so you're saying you can entertain 5 men?
No, I
That
didn't
doesn't
say I
mean
can. I said no, you can't.
You
you
can.
can't entertain. Not. I'm not talking about sleeping. I'm talking about dating.
They,
No, if
yeah,
I did,
they
I'm not
into
gonna be dating five
So
men. Like I don't ever take it that far. I'm just saying as an example.
so
Yeah.
Like
so
I'll
let me
date and
wait.
then
Let me ask y'all a question though. What type of guy you think is gonna date you and not have sex with you?
what do you
It's
mean?
it start
It's not
it's
about not have
It's
sex.
not
It's
about
just that
like.
no, listen, I ain't gonna meet no guy. I'm not gonna meet a guy and go out and have coffee with him on the first date just to do a meet and greet and see how we kind of flex. And then on the second date, we having sex. I don't even know if I like you. So me,
don't
I'm
think
gonna
about it
take
like
my
that.
time to know what you're about and what you're doing, what
but
your
this is what
life
I'm
is
saying.
about.
But this is what I'm saying. In the example, you said, okay, I go out on a date with 5 dudes, but you're not having sex with all 5.
Yeah, when I'm
So
dating, I'm not having sex.
right, so that's what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is, what type of guy would date a woman
Guys that
and
y'all
not
ain't
be
never
having
met,
sex with?
obviously, because y'all ain't lived long
But
enough.
those guys are losers. Like that's what
How
I'm
do
saying.
you
Like
know that? See, so okay, so that's an
because
ignorant statement
no,
there.
I'm gonna tell you why they're losers. Because what happens is that a guy is only gonna do things based on his options and what he has access to. So if a man is interacting with a woman, right? To men, date is sex. So
That's
the
to
thing
you.
is,
It's not everybody.
I'm telling you, the large majority of dudes. If I told
Okay,
the
so
dude, hey,
guess what? I
listen,
guess I must have ran into the one that's not in your sum of people. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, the loser.
I've been
That's what I'm saying.
fortunate.
Like that's what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is, if there's two women and I have a friend and I say, hey, I know these two ladies. One will have sex with you, one woman won't. Who you think you're gonna pick? The one who's having sex
No,
or the
but
one who's
guess what?
not?
Sometimes they go and have sex with her and she's a fluke and they really go and circle back for the real one they wanted. Because let me
No,
tell
What's
that's
you
the
the
real
something.
one?
that's the thing. We
I
want
feel like
both.
if a man
We
don't
want
work for
both.
something, I feel like when you say that you're successful, you showed us your whole department showing you're successful, right? You worked hard for that, right? Did somebody just give it to you?
No, I had to work for it.
Okay. Nobody's gonna appreciate anything that they ain't work hard for.
Right, but
Okay. That's from my experience as a grown
this is the
49-year-old man.
issue. But see, but
I
this
had
is the
better
issue
chances
That's
though.
with
not the
men.
This is
same.
the
That's
issue.
not the
It's
I
same.
not the
had better
same.
chances with
It's
It's not
not
men
the
the same.
same.
that
It's
put
not the
some
same.
type of work in, that I
Right.
You
had
started though.
boundaries with, that I
This is
stood on my
but Tony,
boundaries.
this is not the same though. A man is not supposed
It's not
to
the same.
work to get to attract a woman. The
No, not to
woman is
attract a
supposed to
woman, to
work to
claim the
attract.
prize of having that woman for his, to have her,
Right,
what
but
you
she's.
said, to have her
But that's
lead,
what I'm
for her
saying.
to,
They don't care about
so
that,
let me
Miss
ask you
Tony.
something. What makes you
Right.
worthy to lead me? What makes a man worthy to lead me? You know what
Because
I'm
what
Because
saying?
I'm a
happened?
You have
man.
to show me
Because
Because I'm a
do you
man.
have
What you talking about? If
capabilities to
somebody
lead
breaking the
somebody? Do
crib,
you lead your own life
so
properly?
Tony, let me ask you a
And
question,
he
right?
should be looking to see if
Tony, check
she
this
can
out. Check this
hold
out. Check this
herself
out.
that
Tony,
way.
hold on. So now, if a person wanted to work at Google, right? They would go to the Google offices, or let's say TikTok. They want to work for TikTok, right? do they go into TikTok and say, "Hey, TikTok, prove to me that I should work for you"? Would they say that, or they say, "Google, prove to me that I should work for you"? Or does the person recognize that Google and TikTok are companies that are worth working for, and they've been in business for a while, and there's signs that they're an actual reputable company, right? So what happens is a woman needs to be able to recognize a man that she should follow. So if you don't recognize him, that's on you for not
So I'm
recognizing. But
supposed to
she's already.
recognize that by the second date and sleep with you?
Yes.
Hell no.
You
Y'all
see,
crazy. I'm going to bed.
No, no,
I'm gonna
Tony,
go. I'm
Tony.
gonna go
It's
light
called
me up a little
discernment.
something right now.
No,
Y'all
no,
got
no,
this
Tony.
messed up.
It's
I feel
called
sorry for
I don't get
discernment.
y'all.
it.
It's called
meet up with me
discernment,
When you have a
again.
Tony.
daughter one day, that's what you're gonna teach her?
Yes,
Sleep
Oh
with
no,
every guy on
yes,
the
I will tell.
second?
Yes, I will tell my daughter, sleep
You're
with
gonna
a
tell her to
man by
spread her
the
stuff
second.
all over the place?
Yes,
but
because what
Tony,
happened?
but
Yes,
Tony,
Okay,
because
so
if
I'm
she's not
done. I'm
sleeping with
done.
him,
I'm
she's
done.
wasting her
If you're
time.
sleeping with a guy, right, and he's dating multiple women, and you sleep with him, and then he's like, and then he tends to circle back to you, and you figuring like, what did I do wrong? Like,
Yeah. Okay, please.
But this is the thing
yeah,
about
because
that's the thing about that. This is the thing about that.
you see, here's the thing. Here's the thing, real,
Just because he
real.
does that doesn't mean that you have to take it personal. You can leave
Nah,
when you want to. I don't care at the end of the day. You came back to
real.
but what
me.
if
You
y'all
circled
had
the block.
history? You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
see,
It
no,
doesn't
no,
matter.
no.
History don't mean nothing to me.
Olive, listen. When any person, I don't care whether it's a woman or a man, when they do that, they're showing you how much respect they
Got you.
have for you.
We the same age. You sound
Your
like my brother.
behavior pattern
Yeah.
show them that you lack morals, you have no standards,
Standards. Yep.
and I can come back to you. So
Anytime
it's
I
not a
want.
compliment. It's not a
That's why I
compliment.
say spinning the block. A man spinning a block on you, that ain't no compliment. He want to see. Let me see if she's still stupid.
Gotcha.
No. That's not. No, the
That's
reason
been a
why guy,
Not
compliment.
the reason why, no,
necessarily.
the reason why
Not
guys spin the
necessarily,
block on
but
you,
most of the time he like,
the
let me
reason
see if
why
I
guys,
still
the
can get
reason why
her.
guys spin the block on you is because the options they have for new vagina is not there at the moment. That's the
Right.
reason why they spin the block on
Yeah,
Exactly.
you.
they bored.
And I
They
yes, I need
bored.
some of that
Oh well, that's not my
year
problem.
round.
Yeah,
Right.
hey
That's
yo,
the only reason.
Year
I
round.
see. You know when we
I
do
guess when
that,
we get up to my age, we be trying to find somebody who's gonna wipe our ass. So we ain't worrying about that's not the first and
What?
only thing. I'm sorry.
Whoa.
I'm trying to find somebody that I
That's
can have as a
crazy.
proxy or as an executor on my trust. That's what I'm trying to figure out, right? You know what I'm
hey yo,
saying?
I
I'm not
see.
Man.
Because
I'm
at the
trying
end of
to
the
get.
day, y'all can go through this for years, and y'all gonna remember this conversation one day. You're gonna be like that little old school that was on the Miss Tony was trying to
Nah,
tell y'all.
no.
It's gonna
Ain't
get
nobody
old.
gonna say
So you're
that.
gonna be 50 years old, still in the club, still looking for women.
Hell
Still.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hell
Well,
yeah.
that's. But you know
Yeah.
what? I can't. That's what you like to do. That floats your boat.
Listen,
That's your life. But
listen,
don't
Now listen,
listen. We we
categorize.
we we we
hey,
married
yo,
to the game.
Yeah,
hey yo,
that's okay.
Hakeem.
That shit. So what happens when your thing don't work no more?
God
Or you need, or
damn,
you sick?
Tony, you
Because let me
always
tell you
talk.
something. I have a homeboy. He was a flight attendant.
Mhm.
Okay, I met him on a dating site, and we never linked up, but we always talk because we have these type of discussions like this. And he actually got sick and had cancer, almost died, and came back. And when he came back, he had a whole different perspective on life. And he changed a lot of his ways because he realized, damn, I realized that now all these women that I've been digging now, okay, ain't nobody here to
He
take
was
care of
he
me if I
wasn't he
caught
wasn't digging
cancer
out he
or
wasn't
if I
digging
had
out
a
no
heart
women.
attack,
He
which
wasn't
black
doing that.
men, majority of the black men are getting heart attacks now by the age of 42. You know
He
what I'm
wasn't he
saying?
wasn't
So
he wasn't smashing
y'all
no
not
women.
thinking
Yeah,
about
yeah,
it. To
he
me,
wasn't.
like I said, this whole thing just about having sex is very shallow. That's just my opinion.
He wasn't
Very
Okay,
smashing no
shallow.
all
women.
I'm
Because
saying
there's
is,
more to life than just that.
oh
You know what I'm
shit.
saying?
But hey, hold on, wait. What
Ain't
time is
nobody
it?
said
Damn,
that
it's
was the
over. It's
end of
already
life.
twelve
Nobody
thirty.
said it wasn't.
All right, listen, we about to wrap this up. I didn't realize it was we going on 2.5 hours and stuff. But listen, I appreciate everybody tuning in, man. I appreciate y'all coming through.
It was
Every last one of
cool.
y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? So I do
Thanks,
this like
bro.
probably like every once a week, every once 2 weeks. So appreciate y'all coming through. And yeah, for those watching, go to shoplocario.com to step up your game and go to badboymembership.com to step up your game. You know what I'm saying? So we about to wrap this up, man. Appreciate everybody
You
tuning in.
appreciate the game,
Yes,
yo. Good
sir.
looks, my
Yes,
guy.
sir. Yes, sir. And I'm
All
gonna holler
right,
at y'all,
bro.
man. You have a good rest. The dating game sucks for you, doesn't it? I know. And the reason why it sucks is because there's certain things that you don't know about women and dating. And this is why you should get my new audio program, What Men Wish They Knew About Women. In this program, I'm going to be teaching you one big mistake you're making on the first date that puts you directly into the friend zone. I'm going to talk about texting mistakes you're making to turn women off. And I'm also going to teach you how to be the sexually attractive guy that women want to hook up with and or be in a long-term relationship with, and much more. Now, in this program, I have my lady, April MC, and she's going to be telling you the truth from a woman's perspective about what makes a woman attracted to you. A lot of times people confuse attraction with compatibility.
Right.
So if you're attracted to this woman and this woman is attracted to you sexually, you may not necessarily get along outside of sex, but you guys are sexually compatible, and that happened because of the attraction.
Sometimes she's just not looking for a relationship. She might just be looking for someone for the night.
Mm-hmm.
When I think about attraction, sometimes it really might just be that she doesn't feel like she almost thinks you're too good looking for her.
What do women read into, when it comes to texting behavior that men might not realize?
Women read into everything.
That's a fact.
And I think where a lot of men make a mistake is they wait too long to make a move. Kissing on a first date, right? If that doesn't happen, and that could literally be immediately putting you into the friend zone, especially if she was physically attracted to you and you missed the signs of that, and she walked away thinking, oh, why didn't he kiss me?